Yo, from behind the bench to every play on the ice. If it's hockey, it's on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio. SiriusXM 91.
Represents one visit. And this is how many visits there are every day. Help Feed Ontario at feedontariotogether.ca. For the big change your pocket change can make.
There's no better way to drive home than with Hayes, Noodles, and the O-Dog. Overdrive every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050.
Raptors game night live from Scotiabank Arena. Jim Taddy and Warren Ward high above the action. Let's go courtside. Josh Lewinberg. Josh, All-Star break is over, heading into the stretch. What do you think the expectations are for this team from now to the end of the season?
Pretty much what we saw against Miami the other night, Jim. I think the Raptors can feel pretty good about how they came out of the All-Star break. Despite the result, and maybe even because of the result, because I do think that game against Miami had a little bit for everyone. Obviously they competed hard, played well, clawed back after falling behind early, and ended up forcing overtime against a tough physical team. They got great nights from Emmanuel Quickley and from RJ Barrett, who just went crazy in the fourth quarter and overtime as his former teammate De'Vion Mitchell was talking some trash. I thought they got some good performances, some strong outings from some of the young players, especially Jacoby Walter and Jamal Shed. And then, for the folks who are clamoring for lottery balls and paying attention to draft positioning, they ended up getting the loss. But it was a hard-fought game, and I think regardless of what the results are here on out, and we've talked about this all season long, results are secondary. The most important thing is competing and continuing to get better. I thought they did that the other night. They've got a chance to do that today against another pretty good team, but one that I think is beatable, is vulnerable, and unlike Miami the other day, the Heat, as we know, really good, really tough defensive team. This Phoenix Suns team, for all of their talent offensively, haven't been able to find themselves on the defensive end. They're ranked 25th on that end, just above where the Raptors are ranked for the season. So I think they've got an even better chance to come out and maybe get something going offensively tonight.
Josh, thanks very much. So, Warren, let's go back to that debate. KD, averaging 27 points per game at 36 years of age, he is the greatest pure scorer ever. True or false?
37, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Yeah. I would agree with that. I think he is the best pure scorer of all time. I do. And I say that because he can score at every single level. He can score in the mid-range. He can put the ball on the floor. He has a handle. He can shoot from deep, obviously, probably his best attribute. He can score in the post, and he can get to the free throw line. I don't think he has any weaknesses offensively, not to mention a high-arcing release, and he's 7 feet tall. So, you factor all that in with the combination and the fact that the man just loves basketball. Like, he doesn't even care about cutting his hair. He just loves basketball, and you look at how long he's been doing it and who he's done it against. There's no question about it for me. And I love Tracy McGrady. I think he's up there too in terms of pure scoring ability. But when it comes to the size, the skill, everything that you need to be a good scorer, and you got to have the natural talent to do so, there's no question. I think he is the all-time scorer, for sure.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with you. He's a unique basketball player, to say the very least. This is Raptors Game Night live from Scotiabank Arena on TSN 1050.
Alpine News Network is here live with one of our superheroes.
I don't want to say I'm a big deal, but I am a superhero. I love helping people consolidate their debts, and that's what I did for the Smiths. I took their bills and zoom! Wha-bam! Zap! Turn them into one low monthly payment. No, the sound's not necessary, but it's part of the fun.
Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Just for license 12616.
The Subaru winter has arrived. The crisp air and negative temperatures mean one thing: camping. Emerge from your icy tent and bask in 4 to 6 hours of sunlight. Enjoy the unmistakable smell of campfire through the glacial wind pummeling your face. Relax by the water, taking in the soothing sounds of thick ice cracking and popping. Get out there in winter like it's summer with standard symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and advanced safety systems. Visit your local Subaru dealer today.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game.
What's up, basketball fans? Toronto, thank you for this amazing, amazing community. We're having so much fun in the chat, cheering on our Raptors, listening to the game, watching the game, however you're doing it, here while we hang out together. I just wanted to say we have so much awesome stuff coming up with SickKids Hospital, and we're doing a big campaign for March Madness, as well as possibly the SEC tournament. Thank you, basketball fans. It's a little bit rough with the Raptors this season, but we're still doing big things. Percentage of the revenue every single game. Just by being here, you see an ad. You like it? Click it. It does help the donation at the end of the day to SickKids Hospital, as well as the advertisers that are spending their money here on YouTube. Now let's get back to the basketball. Go Raptors, go. Thank you, insiders.
Up icy cold 18-ounce Molson Canadians for just $4. Big juicy hamburgers for only $9. And half-price wings for apps after 9 p.m. Right about the time tailgaters' cold feet go numb. Chuck's Roadhouse. Food the way it ought to be. Price the way it used to be.
Your sneakers are staring directly at you. You try to look away, but you can't. You're lace to face. They're saying, Rome wasn't built in a day, and your six-pack won't be either. But you've got to start somewhere. Stop staring. Put us on. Take that first step, or lunge, or squat. Start small. Start somewhere. Join for $7.99 every 2 weeks at fitforless.ca and experience fitness simplified. Some conditions apply. Fit for less. Everybody happy.
With MSC Cruises, discover big on a mini getaway or treat yourself to a week-long vacation. For a limited time, book now and enjoy up to 35% off cruises, plus kids sail free. Sail to the turquoise waters of the Bahamas with stops at our private island, Ocean Key MSC Marine Reserve, or experience the beauty of the Caribbean and more destinations. MSC Cruises, for a greater beauty. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050. The Raptors live here.
And it's a home game on a Sunday night. Phoenix Suns visiting Scotiabank Arena. Welcome aboard to Tangerine Raptors basketball. Let's go courtside. Paul Jones and Javon Shepard. Jonesy, both teams 3-7, their last 10 games. And clearly the Raptors would like to return to the win column at the Suns' expense here.
Yeah, they would, Jim. Phoenix is, you guys were talking about it. They are kind of a strange team. We were talking about with Tim Kempton, their radio analyst, one-time Toronto Raptor. And on paper, you look at that team, and Javon, you say, man, this is like championship. Like, what is going on here? But you don't play the games on paper, and there's a whole bunch of chemistry and other things that go into it. And
sometimes people overstate that chemistry as well, right? It doesn't mean that guys don't like each other.
No, it's
but
just
for whatever reason, it hasn't translated to fluid basketball.
Yeah, the pieces
fitting like a glove, like a puzzle. And you think about that, it's a lot to balance on this team. You have Devin Booker, you have Kevin Durant, you have Bradley Beal, all guys that essentially need the basketball in their hands, could put the ball in the hole, but all guys that are accustomed to having their own team as well and being the marquee guy, right? That, and also at a point in their career where they're still, maybe KD has, not by the numbers, has started to hit that decline a bit in terms of his athleticism, but if you're talking about Beal, you're talking about Devin Booker, like, these guys are still in the prime of their career, and that's the dangerous part.
All right, starting lineup brought to you by Subaru. Get out in winter with standard symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive. Visit your local Subaru dealer to book a test drive today. The lights are down, and we're set to hear from Mark Strong and the hometown Raptors.
We the North, born and bred, bringing the saga to the 6. It's time for number 9, R.J. Barrett. The guard from Maryland, moving 0 to 100 swiftly. You know who? IQ Emmanuel. Quickly. Hold it down in center from Sim City, wearing number 21, the Big O, Orlando Robinson. At guard, the state. Make some noise for your boy, Scotty Park. Head coach of the Toronto Raptors is Darko Rajakovic.
All right, there are the Toronto Raptors. The Suns will start. Royce O'Neal, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and Jamaican-born Nick Richards.
Bad boy.
Who said to me, I really want to come up here for Carabana. And I said, I got two guys that'll look after you. Warren, Javon, you're on. I'm too old for that stuff that you guys are going to do when Nick Richards comes up here. But
Jonesy, you got it. You still got it.
No. What was your word? Bad man. Bad boy. Rude boy. That's
rude spawn.
I'll leave that to you guys. But right now, the Raptors will try to close down Nick Richards and the Suns. Pretty good crowd, pretty good atmosphere here for a Sunday night. Phoenix Suns brought a little warm weather. I drove down and my dashboard was saying it was 1 degree.
Well, the first thing I do
above zero.
First thing I do when I wake up is look out the window, and I seen the snow start to melt. So I was happy. I'm happy with that. Don't matter the degrees as long as we get some of the snow out of here. And I understand. I get it. We live in Canada, but it was a little bit too much this past week.
Yeah. That brought some language last week after all those snowfalls.
That's why you're not ready for Carabana. You were too busy shoveling.
My shoulder hurts. I don't know if I could swing a golf club now with all that I was doing. Raptors will wear the black. Suns will wear the white with orange and purple trim. And basketball is spread in Canada not only with players and coaches, but with officials tonight. Matt Kallio from Calgary, Alberta, is one of the refs, along with Musa Dagger and Tyler Ford. Raptors in the black will move right to left toward Bay Street. Suns in the white will go the other way, and Phoenix has the ball as Bradley Beal brings it front court. O'Neal on the logo. Gets it to Booker. Backdoor cut Beal into the lane to Richards. And Beal was pushed on the baseline, and he actually wanted them to eschew the foul. Well, because he gave it to Richards, who had a dunk.
Phoenix really popped into that offense right there. When you talk about chemistry, we mentioned it earlier. Those are the little things as well what chemistry is. It's popping into your offense and knowing a backdoor is cutting, and Bradley Beal picking up a foul on Manuel quickly.
Beal drives, lays it in, right side near wing. Phoenix up first.
Just using that bigger frame right down the right slot and puts that left shoulder into Manuel Quickly's chest, attacking the basket.
2-0 Phoenix. First touch for the Raptors. Barrett up top, shot fake. Cricks it cross court. Grady, three, bang. What a pass by RJ.
Right on
in the pocket.
And a big steal by Manuel Quickly on the other end. Couldn't convert.
So Phoenix comes back. RJ to Grady in the bottom of the well, makes it 3-2 Toronto. Richards misses. Here comes the Raptors in transition. Barrett on the run, lay it up and in.
That is a freight train, absolute freight train in transition. One of the best in the league at getting baskets in the open court. And you can see using his left shoulder, but also finishing on the right side of the floor.
Beal drives, cut off by Quickly. Out top, Richards finds Booker, guarded by Barrett. Booker, top of the lane. Into the corner. Beal, three in the air, no good. Rebound, weak side. Off Richards, it'll be Toronto basketball.
Manuel's going to have to be very aggressive and assertive on the defensive end of the floor, staying home, because Bradley Beal's been aggressive, right? 3 shots for him to open up this game.
Orlando Robinson, far elbow, right side to Quickly. 3 in the air, got it again in the bottom of the well. 8-2 Toronto.
And that's how you start good defense, right? Good defense starts from really good offense. Bradley Beal getting caught behind the screen, stopping and popping. Now you're playing defense in the half court.
Richards up top to Booker, guarded by Barrett. Turns the corner, gets into the lane, all the way to the hoop, lay it in. Richards running a little interference on Orlando Robinson. 8-4 Toronto.
And RJ has a big matchup on the defensive end of the floor. Booker, right? Got him in the hostage dribble. And just surgical as he got to the paint.
Barrett does the same thing, coming back, floats it up, no good. Rebound, Orlando Robinson up and in.
Big rebound, right? Anticipation, knowing Basketball's coming off the right side of the rim and keeps the ball above his shoulders. Soft touch with the putback.
10-4 Toronto, 9:40 first quarter. Beal on the elbow near side. Gets it to O'Neal. Durant hasn't had a touch yet. Booker up top against Grady. Drives into the lane. Lays it down to Richards, who's fouled on the way up. So that'll be a couple of free throws for Nick Richards.
That was really good pressure on the perimeter, but Devin Booker's really good, right? Keeps his dribble alive on the pressure, gets into the paint, and then you have the defense stepping up. Nick Richards gets the pass and catches a really good pass out of the dunker. Good catch for him. And draws the foul. Give Booker credit on that play again, like I mentioned, right? Absorbing and welcoming the pressure, keeping his dribble alive, getting into the paint, and getting Richards a touch. But to your point, Jones, you mentioned it, right? Kevin Durant hasn't had a touch, hasn't had a shot yet, and still this offense for Phoenix just looks like a threat.
And you know what? That doesn't bother Durant.
No.
He's a guy, he understands how the game goes. His time comes. It will come.
And when you're a pure, like I mentioned, a pure scorer is not going to worry about that because you find ways to get baskets.
10-6 Toronto, 9:20 first quarter. Quickly floater short. Rebound Booker to Richards, back to Booker up the near side, right wing. Booker on Grady, gets into the lane, kicks it out to Richards, swing it to O'Neal. Up top, Booker, kick to O'Neal, three in the air, no good, rebound quickly. 9 minutes first quarter, 10-6 Toronto. First quarter brought to you by Tangerine, official bank of the Toronto Raptors and their fans. Grady gets it to RJ, into the lane, misdirection step, and he's fouled as he gets to the bucket. RJ with some pretty footwork, nifty, and he'll get a couple of free throws for his troubles.
Yeah, you think about it, over his last 5 games, RJ's only made three shots on the right side of the floor, so I really like this attack here. You mentioned that misdirection step, but on that step, the deceleration as he's getting to that left hand, it's coming right back over to the right side of the floor, knowing that defenses are loading up on the left side. To add the cherry on top, knock down the first free throw.
Well, let's see if he can get the second one, as he does.
And you know that's somewhere that he's struggled all season, just 64% from the free throw line, so it's good to see him knock down those first 2.
12-6 Toronto. 8:40 to go first quarter. Booker fall away, 16-footer straight away is good. 12-8 Phoenix.
So patient, snakes the dribble, and then that step back to get away from RJ. And RJ has that big challenge, he's got to accept it.
Scotty, 3 up top, no good. Rebound Richards. Off to Durant, brings it front court against Barnes. Scotty in a chair right in front of him. Scotty's defense looks like it means business. Durant drives, not worried. Step back, jumper, good. Durant looked at him and said, young fella, I'm 36 years old. I've been watching that for about 15 years. 12-10 Toronto. Quickly up top. On the bounce to Orlando Robinson. 10-footer in the lane. Short rebound Richards.
Yeah, he had a good look there. Just rushed the shot. Just left it a little bit too short. Got to trust himself, knowing that he has time and space when he catches that pocket pass.
Booker up top. Scotty face guarding Kevin Durant. Long shot, no good. Rebound to Barnes. 7.5 first quarter, 12-10 Toronto. Coming front court, right to left in the black uniforms, looking at Bay Street. Scotty in the lane, turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound, Devin Booker. Booker directing traffic. On the bounce against Grady, turns his back to him on the logo. Now drives right, near side. Into the lane, they swing it. Grady comes up hobbling. O'Neal drives, floated up, no good. Rebound Scotty Barnes, and Darko wants a timeout. Obviously looking at the hitch in the step of Grady Dick.
Well, I'll tell you what heals that offense, that orange ball, right? That orange ball is like, it's no different than Tylenol or Advil. As soon as you have possession, as soon as you got possession, you're going to feel all right.
That's the way it goes. Nobody's ever hurt on offense, whether it's basketball or hockey, a guy's dragging, all of a sudden the puck's on his stick. Boom! Look at him go. And then you limp after. 7:02 first quarter. 12-10, Raptors leading by 2 over the Suns. Listen to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Whatever the weather, CMC Markets is here to help. Planning for a rainy day? Enjoy $0 commission on U.S. and Canadian share CFDs. Riding out the storm? Get ahead of the curve with lightning-fast execution speeds. Blue skies ahead? Go with the trusted broker backed by over 30 years experience. Switch to CMC Markets and join over 275,000 global traders. Learn more at cmcmarkets.ca. FX spreads apply. CFDs involve a high degree of risk. Member Canadian Investor Protection Fund. Umbrella not included.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp now for free information on how to get started today. InventHelp provides invention services that help everyday inventors get started with their idea. We have representatives nationwide who will explain the InventHelp process step by step. Over 10,000 patents have been secured through InventHelp's patent referral services. Our services include professional materials needed to showcase your invention and 3D animation and prototype modeling that help you demonstrate your idea. Get down to the details of your idea with a technical drawing. The InventHelp Databank includes thousands of companies who have agreed to review new ideas. We've been helping inventors since 1984. Let's help you next. Take advantage of the opportunity to get started today.
Call 1-800-353-6081. That's 1-800-353-6081. Again, 1-800-353-6081.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows in your car. Available on Apple CarPlay via the iHeartRadio app. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
Back in Toronto. Paul Jones, Javon Shepard, Josh Lippa, courtside. Up top, you heard from Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, and Josh Lewinberg. You'll hear from them again at halftime. Cameron Moore up there with them, back at Raptors Central, producer Owen Hall and technical producer Malcolm Daly. 12-10 Toronto, 7:02 to go. First quarter. Been a good start for the Raptors, but we got a long way to go. Abaji into the game, replacing Barnes. Robinson, Barrett, Quickly, and Grady Dick, the other Raptors on the floor. Robinson inside, leans in, kicks it out to Grady. Shot fake, sidestep, three in the air, bang! Down the bottom of the well for Grady. Great footwork by the Kansas Jayhawk. Well, his Jayhawks could use some of his stuff right now, the way they're getting beat up. 15-10 Toronto. Durant on a double, kicks it back to Richards in the lane, back to Durant. On Abaji. He says, get out of the way, I'm going to work. Backs in on Ochai. Spins to the baseline, turnaround jumper, good. And he taps Darko on the back, says, you need a taller, you need a bigger
defender.
boat.
Well, Scotty's on the bench right now, and Abaji checks into the game, and right away they went to that matchup in the post. The patience that KD had, right? The double team came initially, kicks it back out, relocates into the post, gets a deeper positioning, and then just dances, right? Dances on the Abaji and gives Coach Darko that little love tap. Like, you serious?
You got a bigger guy? You got another cat?
Who else is down there?
Wasn't it Jaws where they said we're going to need a bigger boat? Oh, man. At the other end, Raptors get the foul. Ryan Dunn fouls R.J. Barrett. R.J. misses the first free throw, standing on the line for the second one. Second free throw from R.J. short, rebound to Dunn. Dunn, Booker, Durant, Richards on the floor with Bradley Beal. Booker up top against Shed. Backs in. Jamal holding his ground. Booker gets it to Dunn. His three, air ball. It's a shot clock violation.
That's incredible on-ball defense by Jamal Shed, right? Kevin Durant, they tried to re-screen with Devin Booker, and he just blew that entire set up, that entire play up, because he went over those screens twice, and they really couldn't get nothing out of it.
Here comes Toronto front court. Barrett to Grady. Good look at a three, far side, short. Here comes Durant. Off to Booker, 5.5 first quarter, 15-12 Toronto. Booker drives, floats it up, no good again. Jamal Shed in his kitchen, making it tough. Here comes Barrett downhill. RJ to the middle, kicks to Ochai, corner three, no good. Rebound Beal. Phoenix front court in the white from left to right. Beal on the logo. Gets it to Durant, far side. You can't leave him open. He misses. The Raptors dodge a big bullet. Back comes Toronto. Barrett into the lane. Stop. Kicks it to Grady. Near side left wing. Step back. Three in the air. Good for Grady. Down the bottom of the well for Grady. Off to a good start. He's got 9 of Toronto's 18. It's 18-12 Raptors.
And it's good to see him shoot that basketball well, right? 3 for 4 from the three-point line. And coming into this game, he was 3 for 14 over his last 2 games. So really good to see him get his confidence from that line.
Beal in the lane, floats it up and in.
Crafty, left to right crossover and slipping it between 2 defenders and into a floater. Skilled score.
18-14 Toronto. Shed up top on the bounce into the corner. Barrett for 3, no good. Long rebound Booker.
Shed has also got to be a threat scoring the basketball. Devin Booker's going to play that low off him.
In the lane, Beal goes to the basket. Raptors going to get called for the foul. It'll be a 2-shot foul as Beal crossed over.
This is a tough thing for, getting Beal acclimated in this offense with Devin Booker, with, Kevin Durant. You can tell he's so much more comfortable playing the game with the basketball in his hands to score, right? They've explored, options of him bringing the basketball up as a facilitator. He's not as comfortable handling the basketball to orchestrate, to be a conductor. But you can see in the last 2 possessions, he's missed the first 2 free throws here, right? When he's putting that basketball on the floor and he's attacking the rim, he exudes a different type of confidence.
Yeah, he's in his comfort zone.
Yeah, and it's 2 different type of handles. Handling the basketball to set up a play and get guys on the floor, guys in position, and executing is much different than having the basketball in your hands to just put the ball in the hole.
Yeah, being aggressive and then, hey, now I'll make a play, rather than, as you said,
well, as the point
to make the play.
As a point, you have to think for yourself. You have to be a threat scoring the basketball, but you also have to think for the other 4 players on the floor. And that's part of the adjustment that Emmanuel quickly is having to go through as well.
It's the hardest thing as a point guard. You need to know everything, everybody. As Barrett goes down the lane and is fouled, point guard needs to know everything that he's doing, that his team is doing, that the defense is doing on both ends of the court.
Yes.
It's
a lot. I've had coaches that have experimented with me at the point. I said, listen, I don't want this. I want one responsibility. I want to put the basketball in the hole, and then you can try and tell me to play some defense. I'm not guaranteed to do it, but I want to put the basketball in the hole. I don't want to have to think for everybody else.
And to be honest, Javon, those kinds of traditional point guards, those guys are disappearing around the league now because the scoring threat has become so impactful when you have the ball. Barrett knocks down 2 free throws.
Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen. You're going to have to reintroduce those guys as well. That second apron where you're not just going to have 4 or 5 guys who can score all the time. You're going to have somebody who needs to facilitate for guys.
The Raptors got one in Jamal Shed, I think. 20-15. Tyus Jones in the lane. Kick out. Booker 3, good. 20-18. Phoenix cuts it to 2. Shed back for the Raptors in the black, moving right to left towards Bay Street, drives baseline, kicks it out. RJ was not quite there and couldn't catch it, so the turnover gives the ball to the Suns. Shed puts up Jones, full court. Now Abaji on Booker. Booker drive into the lane. Throws it out, it goes to Jones. To Plumlee. Dunn, 3-ball near side, no good. Long rebound, Grayson Allen tips it out. To Jones, his 3, no good. Here comes Shed, front court. Down low to Barrett, got a mismatch, kicks it up top, they swing it. Mobo in the corner, drive, kick to Barnes. Now to Shed. Barrett down the baseline, lay it up and in.
That was great execution, right? Exceptional ball movement. The Raptors got back didn't have numbers. It was 5 red shirts, the Raptors 2 black ones. They start to move it around, and you get a 2-on-1 on the weak side. RJ makes a great decision with the basketball.
Not even Usain Bolt can outrun the ball. 22-18, timeout on the floor. Raptors by 4, 2:50 to go first quarter. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050, Toronto.
The all-electric Honda Prologue SUV is here at your local Ontario Honda dealer. And with features perfect for the city and the backcountry, like all-wheel drive for tougher winter roads and a range up to 450 kilometers on a full charge, you may think Honda made an electric SUV just for Ontario. Get up to a $12,000 Honda bonus on all remaining 2024 Prologue models. Plus, qualified Honda owners get an additional $2,000 loyalty bonus. OAC conditions apply. Range based on combined city and highway. Bonus available when you lease or finance through HFS at a standard rate. See HondaOntario.com.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Breaking story from Alpine News Network. Jan owns a home and a restaurant fusing French and Mexican cuisine. But she is fusing no more because her ovens have gone kaput. She called Alpine Credits, who sent their speedy superhero. With her business loan approved, her ovens were quickly fixed. The hero even had some of her poutine nachos. Yum! Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Just for license 12616.
Making your lousy commute fun. Overdrive with Hayes Noodles and the O-Dog every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050.
250. That's not what's getting you on the public transit in Toronto. That's the time remaining. 2:50 first quarter. Raptors up 22-18 on the Phoenix Suns. A lot of connections with Canada. Kevin Durant always talks about his favorite team with the Raptors as a kid because of Vince Carter. Vince is in the house tonight. David Fisdale, one of the assistant coaches for the Suns, is married to a Canadian. And we've got a Canadian official tooting the game tonight, Matt Callio from Calgary. Phoenix ball, front court, Grayson Allen to Mason Plumlee. Got a great story about Plumlee. If we ever get a free throw, we'll have to get that in. Booker, Anabaji, squares, jabs, jumper, clean. The rhythm with the jab step, Javon, normally when a guy holds it, it gets heavy in his hands and it's a miss, but great reestablishment of the rhythm there.
Good job, great job.
Mobo kicks out to Shed, 3, far side, no good. Rebound Plumlee. Out to Jones. On the run. Jones tries to get it to Plumlee, knocked away, out of bounds, Toronto ball. 3 Dookies on the floor for the Phoenix Suns. Barnes front court for Toronto. Raptors with a 2-point lead. We hit 2 minutes first quarter. Scotty, elbow jumper near side, good. They leave him open. And he looks at him on the bench like, don't you guys have cable? Don't you know I can make that?
I like the mid-range, and he loves the mid-range. He came off that Spain action screen, and Dunn was a little confused as to who he should pick up. And Scotty Barnes just comfortably walking into that mid-range jumper right off the left elbow. That's the thing with that Spain screen. You have a good screener, and Jamal Shed did a great job with it, setting it in the back. That last defender has to step up and make a choice of, am I taking the ball handler or are you getting out to that shooter? And if that decision isn't deliberate, somebody's getting a bucket.
Booker up top. Drives, gets into the lane, lays it up and in. Devin Booker aggressive. He's got 11. Phoenix trails 24-22. Shed into the lane, kick to Mobo, 3, far side, no good, but I love the way he shot it, just with conviction. Minute 20, first quarter. Phoenix looking for the lead with a 3. Bull out there. Phoenix front court. Booker up top. Jones swinging to Grayson Allen. On the bounce against Jacoby Walter. Crosses over. Jacoby right in his kitchen. Allen drive, lay it up, no good. Rebound Mobo.
And Scotty right at the back line of defense and clean it right up. Jacoby Walter, great job on Allen moving his feet.
Mobo drives, no foul called. Rebound, here comes Allen. Under a minute, first quarter. Plumlee in the lane, kicks to Bull. Corner 3, good. 7'3", Bull knocks it down.
I'm not sure he was supposed to make that. He's only 28% three-point shooter from the line, Jonesy.
Hey,
but
he shot it like he was going to make it.
He shot it a little bit too confident for a guy shooting less than 30%.
What's that? Not always right, but never in doubt.
Never in doubt.
Shed, 3, got it in the bottom of the well, near side, left wing. 25 seconds, first quarter. Raptors up 27-25. Here comes Tyus Jones, front court. On the bounce against Jamal Shed. Leaned over, sitting in his chair in front of him. Jones drives, and Booker called on the offensive foul. We see that from the Toronto guards. Usually it was Davion Mitchell, but now Jamal Shed at least once a game where they say, I refuse to be screened, and if the ball handler and the screener leave any opening and they're not shoulder to shoulder, you're going to get that call.
He just blows us up. But they also got to understand, right? You see how easily it does happen. And Orlando Robinson picked up 2 of those calls, last game Friday against Miami. And what it tells you is if the guard isn't patient and the big isn't able to set the screen, right, you've put that big in a compromising position because he's naturally going to try and clip the guard.
John Beilein, jump stop on the screen. That way you won't be moving. Quickly back, 8 seconds to go in the quarter. Can't get rid of it and has to throw it up. Oh, they got a foul. They've got a foul. And it would be a 3. They're going to check to see if it happened before the expiration of time. Here's the announcement from Tyler Ford.
The ruling on the floor is a defensive foul on Plumlee. The play is under review to determine at the time of the illegal contact if that's before or after the end of the period.
I got it. I've been watching that one. I've seen that call a few times. Tyler Ford going under the headset.
Oh, yeah, that was up. Just getting another look on the monitor right now.
You got it?
Official Matt Khalil, great call right there. And he made that call with conviction himself. Quickly got that shot up with about a 1/10 of a second before the buzzer went.
So Quickly, who was appealing for the foul, will get it.
At point 4 with Quickly in his upward shooting motion. Point 4 will be put in the game clock, and they will shoot 3 free throws.
So 3 shots for IQ with 0.4 to go. The significance of 0.4 is it gives Phoenix a chance to catch and shoot. I wonder if Coach Bud has a 94-foot, 4/10 of a second play.
Yeah, get it to KD. Get it to Beal. Get it to Devin Booker, although those guys are off on the bench right now. Any shot by those guys is going to be a good shot.
Quickly, first free throw good. Raptors up 28-25. IQ's got 2 more to come. Second one clean for Emmanuel Quickly. It's important that he gets his rhythm because he hasn't had a lot of quality time in the lineup with the injuries this season. IQ an 89.8% free throw shooter. And misses the last one, so he's 2 of 3 from the line, and the Raptors go up 29-25 after the first lap of the track.
And what they have to continue to do is shoot the basketball the way they are. They're plus 9 in that department, shooting 5 for 11 from the three-point line. But defensively, doing a good job against Phoenix, holding them to 22% shooting from the 3. A team that shoots the basketball well. Kevin Durant, 2 for 3 from the floor right now. Devin Booker, 5 for 7. Both those guys are going to be extremely aggressive. And that's where the Raptors have to hone in on and make sure they don't get comfortable with the basketball.
1 quarter in the books, 29-25, Raptors by 4. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network.
Ah, at last, the Subaru winter is here. It's the perfect weather for the beach. Feel the sun's rays on the small amount of skin peeking out of your ski mask. Put on your beach puffer and hear the sound of the waves crashing over the chatter of your teeth. Get out there in winter like it's summer with standard symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and advanced safety systems. Visit your local Subaru dealer today.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Gary, who lies with reckless abandon every time he's invited out on game night, so he doesn't have to miss game night. Sorry, it's mating season for my pet squid. My e-scooter is out of gas. I ate a beanless burrito? My shoulder blade feels dull. I'm traveling to the 16th century? That's how Gary fans. And we're fans of Gary. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
Mike Rowe here with a quick question. Have you noticed cracks in your drywall, chimney, or exterior walls? I hope not, because if you have, they could be indications that you've got a much bigger problem with your foundation. That's where Groundworks comes in. They can honestly assess your situation and create a plan to stabilize your foundation. Schedule your free inspection at groundworks.ca/row. And while you're there, check out my latest dirty job. It's a good one.
Licensed where work is performed. See website for details.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows on your smart speaker. Simply tell your smart speaker to listen to TSN 1050 everywhere you want it.
Second quarter about to start. Second quarter brought to you by Alpine Credits. Do you own your home and need a loan? Alpine Credits can help. Get approved at alpinecredits.ca. Jacoby Walter, Emmanuel Quickly, Scotty Barnes, Chris Boucher, and Jonathan Mobo for the black-shirted Raptors coming front court right to left toward Bay Street. Phoenix in the white with orange and purple trim defending. Mobo on the block, near side. Kicks to Barnes. Foul line jumper. Got it. Scotty with a tippy-toe jumper knocks it down.
Easy money. And Plumlee late rotating out. Scotty catches the basketball in rhythm right at the free throw line.
Biggest lead of the game for Toronto at 6, 31-25. Beal guarded by Mobo. Gets it to Bull. On the drive, Beal, step back, jumper, good.
That's just a tough shot. That's a really tough shot. Bradley Beal just made it look easy because Mobo did an exceptional job moving his feet, contesting with his length and arms. Tough one.
Quickly to Barnes. Foul line jumper again. This one short. Rebound Tyus Jones. Jones, Allen, Bull, Beal, and Plumlee for the Suns. 1 minute in, second quarter, Raptors up 31-27. Plumlee near side, right wing above the arc, gets it to Jones. Left hand to the middle, down to the baseline to Plumlee. Kicks to Allen, far corner three, no good. Rebound Barnes. Scotty on the run, Raptors with numbers. Barnes on the lob to Jacoby Walter. What a pass. He was looking at the bench on his left.
He faked the entire arena out.
And lobbed it up to the right.
He faked the entire arena out. Got the rebound, got ahead of the offense, got ahead of the defense, ran past Plumlee and got behind Bull. And that look to the left to Emmanuel Quickly in the left corner. If I could bet my last dollar, I swear that ball was going there.
And you know what?
Came out of nowhere for the lob.
Jacoby Walter was in the shadow of the defender, so when he lobbed it, I said, what are you doing? Raptors get the steal. Mobo takes it front court, misses, but Boucher there to slam the loose change back in the machine. 35-27, Raptors by 8.
And again, initiated by Scotty Barnes' defense, right? The steal, the kick up to Mobo, and Chris Boucher following it up.
Bull in the lane, turnaround jumper, got the roll.
Ooh, a little touch. Little touch now, Jonesy. First the three, he had no business knocking down, and now it's a little shimmy and put that ball softly on the rim.
Quickly, three up top, no good. Rebound. Here comes Grayson Allen. Front court. On the bounce. Gets it to Tyus Jones. Kicks it far side. Bradley Beal muscles into the lane, floats it up and in.
That's just experience. That right there is just experience, right? 6'4", 207, and used every bit of it to get that basket.
Front court, Raptors get a 3 in the bottom of the well from Chris Boucher.
CB unfazed, come right back down and said, all right, you gave it 2, we'll give you 3.
Jones tries to pass, it's deflected, it almost goes in the hoop, and then Jones reaches in and fouls Chris Boucher.
That's a fatigue foul. That's Tyus Jones saying, I'm going to take this one because I don't feel like running in transition. 10th year in the league, he's using one of those vet cards. On the other end of the floor, Manuel quickly's got it. He's got to be, again, aggressive on the defensive side of the floor because right now they want to attack him in pick and roll with Tyus Jones.
Raptors front court, Barnes, wide open 3 up top, got it in the bottom of the well, over and outstretched Durant. Raptors by 10, 41-31, first double-figure lead of the game.
Durant with some lazy defense, getting caught way too low under the screen, and Scotty.
Beal gets in the lane, muscles, lowers that left shoulder, floats it up and in.
He's playing some big boy basketball.
Yeah, he's keeping Phoenix close right now. Beal has 11 of Phoenix's 33, but 6 in this quarter. 8:20, first half, 41-33 Toronto. Quickly on the bounce, crosses over, kicks to Boucher. Shot fake on Durant, now to Barnes, shot clock at 2. Gotta go, pull up, elbow jumper short. Rebound, Bull. Off to Durant, now to Beal. To Durant, straight away, on the logo, against Bobo. To Beal, into the lane, short jumper, good. They're doubling Durant, and
yeah, Scotty was shrinking that floor at the top of the key, and Durant with a smart kick out to the corner to Bradley Beal, who splices the defense, getting to the free throw line for his little jump shot floater.
41-35, Toronto by 6. Timeout, Darko Rajakovic. We'll come back in a minute. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Whatever the weather, CMC Markets is here to help. Planning for a rainy day? Enjoy $0 commission on U.S. and Canadian share CFDs. Riding out the storm? Get ahead of the curve with lightning-fast execution speeds. Blue skies ahead? Go with the trusted broker backed by over 30 years experience. Switch to CMC Markets and join over 275,000 global traders. Learn more at cmcmarkets.ca. FX spreads apply. CFDs involve a high degree of risk. Member Canadian Investor Protection Fund. Umbrella not included.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuss shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Hey, it's Brian Hayes, and I have a confession to make. I skipped the gym a lot over the summer months, but thanks to the judgment-free zone at Planet Fitness, I'm back in my routine and feeling better than ever. Planet Fitness offers a variety of high-quality, brand-name cardio and strength equipment, and get this, a membership will only cost you $15 a month. That's right, $15 a month. So visit planetfitness.ca today or pop into a gym near you and get back into your routine at Planet Fitness.
First up with Korolnik and Koliakovo. Weekday morning 6 till 10 on TSN 1050.
You ain't first, you're last.
Back in Toronto, 7:48 first half, 41-35. Raptors leading by 6, but it was a 10-point lead just moments ago, 41-31. As the Raptors needed a timeout. So front court. Raptor ball, they'll inbound near side, left wing in the black. Again, they are in the front court, moving right to left toward Bay Street. Mobo, Barrett, Shed, Boucher, and Abaji. Boucher in the lane, jams it down. What a pass by R.J. Barrett.
That's a great call coming out of the timeout, right? That's what you want, execution coming out of it. Again, that's a Spain action. The defense falls asleep on the backside. Then you get a bounce pass right under the basket for 2.
Barrett with some nice defense there on Beal. Boucher runs the floor, lays it in again. Great find by Mobo.
He creates so many opportunities by his rim running, right? The sense of urgency, the speed, running, getting right under the basket. This time he gets credited for 2, but a lot of times he opens up the passes because he attracts the defense with his speed and run.
Nick Richards scores a bucket for Phoenix, 45-37, Raptors by 8. We go inside 7 minutes, first half. Barrett drive near side into the lane. They swing it. Boucher, an open 3 up top, no good. Rebound Richards. Outlet Durant, kicks it ahead to Tyus Jones. Cross court, Beal. Swing to O'Neal. Back to Durant, guarded by Barrett. Durant gets into the lane. 1 foot fall away, good.
That's why the question you asked me earlier, right? There was 2 defenders on him. He elevated off of 1 foot, off of his back foot, and there was nobody in sight to contest him up in the air.
Mobo drives. Kicks it into the corner, trying to find Barrett. Jones knocks it out of bounds.
What do you do? There's nothing you can do with that.
There's nothing. And the harder you try, he's like one of those guys that he can like Bolt. He could win a 100-meter by 20 meters, but he says, I only need to win by 1, so I'm just going to win by 1.
The effortless ability to score the basketball. That is the difference, in our conversation earlier. And that doesn't take away from any one of those guys you mentioned.
Jumper no good by Grady, far side right wing. Raptors by 6 at the 6:10 mark, first half. Durant stutter dribble into the lane, banks it up and in, takes the contact, and he'll go to the line for 1 more. He doesn't even get excited anymore. Professional scorer. It's like, hey man, I love his line. And it's something that is very subtle, but has become almost cult-like. He said, you know who I am. I'm Kevin Durant. You know who I am.
You know me. You know me. You know what I do. You know my body of work. It's pretty simple.
Kevin Durant, you know
Those
me.
are humbling words. If I'm on the floor with Kevin Durant and he looks at me dead in my eyes and say, you know me, and I do, there's not much I can say to you.
45-41, Raptors by 4. Boucher in the lane, floats it up and in. Tough shot by Chris. And then Richards throws it away on the inbound. Boucher to Grady in the lane.
Oh, that's a.
And it's a hard foul by Nick Richards. As he tries to communicate with Booker about throwing the ball away. That was a hard shot.
A foul. Wow.
That was a hard shot by Richards.
I didn't even just hear it. I felt it.
That one put my shoulder out. Actually, it was Royce O'Neal with the foul.
Came across the body. Bow.
That's old school hard foul there.
You want to talk about 90s basketball?
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
One shot. Side.
Missed the first of 2 there, and I'm not surprised. His left arm is probably still stinging. 2 for 2.
Well, that's what you might call a good foul. 47-41, Raptors by 6, 5:40, second quarter. Beal to Booker, drives left into the lane to Richards, reverse layup is good.
Attack by Booker, and Richards in that left dunker spot. Catches that bounce pass, use the rim to protect himself, finishing on the right side of the basket.
Raptors come back, turn it over. Booker, front court. Phoenix in the white, moving left to right. Against Grady, the 2 number 1s staring each other down. Booker drive, pull up, jumper, mid-range special, no good. Raptors dodge a bullet. Here comes Barrett, front court. Spins into the lane, floats it up, no good, but is fouled. And 2 shots coming for R.J. Barrett.
Kevin Durant giving it to Nick Richards a bit because he's saying he's got to be there to not allow RJ to get that spin.
Barrett's second free throw good. 48-43. RJ splits the free throws. And again, 5 of 8 from the line today. For Barrett, Beal guarded by Shed. Jamal, man, moving those feet. They switch, get it to Durant. His pass into the far corner to Booker. Down the baseline to Richards inside, jams it down. It's good offense by Phoenix, as Booker and Durant orchestrated that, and Richards got the jam.
That's big-time defense. And the thing is, what happens is you get a switch between Shed and Abaji up top, and as good as defense as it is, those switches create a split-second advantage for the offense. Now you get that cross-court pass, and Booker gets, an advantage attacking for Richards' pass.
Abaji drives, lays it in. Coming far side to near side, right to left, and finishes with the left hand off glass. 50-45, Toronto. The pass for Durant on the double was knocked away by Boucher, but they're going to get the foul on the first guy, Abaji.
It's really good attention to detail to this scouting report by the Raptors, right? Top blocking Kevin Durant. And then the far side, Raptors are top blocking Devin Booker.
Booker down low against Barrett. Backs in. Fall away, jumper, no good. Rebound, Boucher. Chris has given some nice minutes off the bench. 11 points, 5 rebounds in 8 minutes. Gets it to Barnes straight away. Against Richards, drives, spins back, shot fake, leans in, loses the ball, and Booker comes back with it. To Beal, down the lane, lays it up and in. 50-47. Beal with 10 points in this quarter for Phoenix.
His burst to the basket.
Still, huh?
So smooth, so fast.
Still.
Chris Boucher, another one, left corner.
Down the bottom of the well for Chris Boucher. 53-47, Raptors by 6.
14.6 for 7 in 8 minutes of play.
Beal in his 13th year, as you were talking about. Javon, 31 years old and still has the legs. Quickly pull up three, bang in the bottom of the well. Timeout, Mike Budenholzer. 3:16. First half, Toronto back up by 9, 56-47.
Both these teams trading baskets right now. Both of them shooting really good from the floor. 50% for both teams, more than 50% for both teams. Raptors doing a good job defending Phoenix at the three-point line, holding them for 2 for 11.
Let's take a break. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Alpine News Network is here live with one of our superheroes.
Joe and Lucy needed a new roof and reached out to Alpine Credits. I flew over to help them with a home renovation loan. I suggested they transform their house into a giant robot head, beams that shoot from the eyes. Pew, pew! Instead, they just went with shingles. But it's pretty glorious.
Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Just for license 12616.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp now for free information on how to get started today. InventHelp provides invention services that help everyday inventors get started with their idea. We have representatives nationwide who will explain the InventHelp process step by step. Over 10,000 patents have been secured through InventHelp's patent referral services. Our services include professional materials needed to showcase your invention and 3D animation and prototype modeling that help you demonstrate your idea. Get down to the details of your idea with a technical drawing. The InventHelp Databank includes thousands of companies who have agreed to review new ideas. We've been helping inventors since 1984. Let's help you next. Take advantage of the opportunity to get started today.
Call 1-800-353-6013. That's 1-800-353-6013. Again, 1-800-353-6013.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream us on iHeartRadio, the TSN app, or on Apple CarPlay. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
Paul Jones, Javon Shepard, Josh Lippa here courtside. Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, and Josh Lewinberg up in 3 minutes and 16 seconds of clock time. Cameron Moore up top with them. And you'll know it's all being run from Raptor Central by producer Owen Hall and technical producer Malcolm Daly. 56-47 Toronto, 3:16 first half. Phoenix ball. Grayson Allen, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and Royce O'Neal on the floor. Raptors match with Grady Dick, Emmanuel Quickley, RJ Barrett, Scotty Barnes, and Orlando Robinson. Booker to Durant. Drives into the lane, kicks it out to O'Neal. Three, no good. Beal crashes from the weak side and is fouled. Javon, that's where I never understand the numbers. Kevin Durant is at the rim with, listen, nothing's 100%, but Durant driving above the rim a foot away, and you kick it into the corner to a guy who's, he's a 41% three-point shooter, but that means he misses the other 60% of the time. And you got Kevin Durant at the rim. I don't get it.
And maybe that's where you want Kevin Durant. It's crazy that we're saying it to be a bit more selfish, right, and get that guarantee too at that point, right? And I know a part of him and a part of this team struggles is KD being a bit more selfless and trying to get everybody involved and trying to get everybody part of the game. But that's got to be 2 points, right?
Yeah.
And KD, he's scoring 27 points a game on really good shooting splits, 50, 40, 82. Maybe maybe he's averaging 35 if he's taking those at the rim, right, and not kicking those out. And the team has a couple more wins in the win column.
Quickly to Robinson, 56-49, Raptors by 7. Robinson turns it over at midcourt. Here comes Booker. Pull up three in transition. Rattles, doesn't go. Robinson with the rebound, off to Barrett. On the bounce. Drives near side, floats it up, score it, and a foul. RJ on the right side was hit, leaned right to the far sideline, floated it up with the hand that was closer. His strong hand, his left hand, he banked it home, and he'll go to the line for one more.
You can also see the frustration on KD's face, right? He gets left to right, RJ gets left to right, gets down on that right side of the slot and puts that left shoulder into Royce O'Neal's chest. And that creates a little space that allows him to get right back to that left hand for that finish.
Barrett, free throw good. .225. That's what's left first half. Raptors by 10 again, 59-49. Durant drive, the floater, no good. Rebound quickly. Back in a flash. Far side on the bounce. Up top to Barnes, swing to Grady. Shot fake, gets it to Barnes, it's deflected. Here comes Phoenix. Booker on the run. Gets it to O'Neal, shot fake, drive, kick to Booker, far side, left wing. Under 2 minutes, first half, Booker floats it up on Barnes, no good. Nice D by Scotty. Here comes Toronto. Grady on the lob to Quickly, up and in.
I think something that people underestimate about Scotty Barnes is when he gets that basketball, his ability to change the ends of the floor by passing it. As soon as that ball touches his hands, he's already advancing it up. And now, you have a transition with the ball on the fly.
Durant drives, floats it up, no good, and the foul called as Durant was off balance and got knocked to the ground. And then Durant's going to get a technical sitting on his wallet.
Slapped the floor, and Matt Cleo didn't like that.
And now Durant's saying, why'd you tee me? I don't know what he said sitting on his wallet, but it's going to cost him $2,000. Quickly, free throw good. So the NBA, the technical foul is just kind of inserted into the play. So Durant was fouled, talked a little bit too much, got the technical, the Raptors shoot the technical, and now we resume regularly scheduled programming. Durant with that unique free throw shooting routine. He talked about it. He says, I shake those shoulders to help me loosen up. And then that right foot, we tell kids to point it at the basket. His is pointed like 45 degrees away from the basket, but the shoulder's in line, and he knocks it down. By the way, he shoots 83% from the line. 62-51, Toronto by 11, minute 20 to go. That's what's left, first half. Barrett up top to Grady. Shot fake, drives on Grayson Allen, gets to the hoop, the running hook, no good. Rebound, Phoenix. Here comes Beal over center. On the bounce against Quickly. Gets it to Durant on the elbow. Double comes. Durant tries to get it into the corner to Booker. And under duress, he throws it away, and he's upset at himself.
Well, you know what? Scotty Barnes was late recovering, and you could hear him screaming, like, get back, I got it. And you like that, right? As your guy, you know your matchup against Kevin Durant, like one of the best scorers ever to play this game, and he wants that one-on-one matchup. He doesn't want no help. And with that pressure, forces a turnover from KD.
45 seconds. Clock running. First half. Shot clock at 8. Barnes to Quickly, far side. Step back, 3, got it. Down the bottom of the well for Emmanuel Quickly.
Nice, and a little misdirection there, right? Emmanuel Quickly set the screen on Plumlee. Everybody thinks that ball screen's going to the top, and they kick it right out to him at the three-point line.
Durant into the lane, turns, fall away, jumper short, rebound Barnes. Last shot time for Toronto. They've got a 14-point, 65-51 lead.
I would be going right back to the exact same action that you ran a while ago and look at a second option. Right, Emmanuel Quickly's going to go set a screen on Plumlee.
Scotty up top, into the lane, floats it up, no good, but is fouled by Durant.
And it's exactly what we said, right?
Yep.
Emmanuel Quickly goes and sets a screen, and he's going to set that screen at the baseline so that now Orlando Robinson has a running start and an advantage with Plumlee. And instead of looking for Quickly on this play, Scotty Barnes just takes it, knowing that everybody's looking at Quickly, looking at Robinson coming to set the screen, and gets himself to the free throw line.
Barnes' first free throw good. Biggest lead of the night for Toronto at 15 right now.
One release. Out of you.
Second one good for Scotty. He's got 9. 4.5 seconds to go. Here comes Beal. Gets all the way to the basket, lays it up, no good, but is fouled.
I thought they missed a travel. He caught that basketball in the backcourt right at the 45 and didn't take a dribble until he hit the A on Scotiabank.
He was moving. He was moving. I think it took him 3 dribbles to go 3/4 of the court. But it does tell you how long 4.5 seconds is, because there's still 0.6 to go. Beal, free throw good. Raptors trying to figure something out. 0.6 of a second to go. They lead 67-52. Been a big quarter for Beal with 13 points. Misses the free throw, and Scotty's long pass or shot attempt goes out of bounds on the baseline. So a good half for the Raptors. They shoot 55% from the floor. put up 67 points and lead at 67-52.
Some great play calling by Coach Darko. Some good big-time execution. And more importantly, Jones, he gets only 5 turnovers in the first half. And they've had 42 possessions. So really good margins for the Raptors, taking care of the basketball, getting some good looks, and some bench contribution with 21 points off the bench.
Taddy Ward, Leuenberg up next. It's halftime. Raptors up 67-52. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network.
The all-electric Honda Prologue SUV is here at your local Ontario Honda dealer. And with features perfect for the city and the backcountry, like all-wheel drive for tougher winter roads and a range up to 450 kilometers on a full charge, you may think Honda made an electric SUV just for Ontario. Get up to a $12,000 Honda bonus on all remaining 2024 Prologue models. Plus, qualified Honda owners get an additional $2,000 loyalty bonus. OAC conditions apply. Range based on combined city and highway. Bonus available when you lease or finance through HFS at a standard rate. See HondaOntario.com.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Gary, who lies with reckless abandon every time he's invited out on game night, so he doesn't have to miss game night. Sorry, it's mating season for my pet squid. My e-scooter is out of gas. I ate a beanless burrito? My shoulder blade feels dull. I'm traveling to the 16th century? That's how Gary fans. And we're fans of Gary. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
Lately, times have been challenging, with many people facing increased interest rates, inflation, and rising credit card debt. Everyone needs a little help from time to time, but it can be hard to ask for help when it comes to your personal finances. But you're not alone. Millions of Canadians share that feeling with you. 500,000 Canadians have found help with their debt, and so can you, with Consolidated Credit Counseling Services of Canada. They are one of the largest nonprofit credit counseling organizations in the country, with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. They could help you consolidate your bills into one affordable payment, minimize your interest rates, and get you out of debt fast. No matter how much you owe, you don't need to do this alone. To get help, call 1-800-318-1940. That's 1-800-318-1940. Let Consolidated Credit get you back to a debt-free life. Call 1-800-318-1940. Call toll-free today for a free consultation. 1-800-318-1940. Ontario license number 4705786.
This product may not be right for you. Read product label and follow directions.
Tired of thinning or receding hair? Try Hair Grow by New Nordic. Millions of men and women around the world trust Hair Grow. With its patented tocotrienol complex, the Hair Grow supplement is clinically proven to promote new hair growth and increase hair count in as little as 4 months. It's a new year and the perfect time for a new you. Start looking and feeling your best with Hair Grow. Available at Costco, Shoppers Drug Mart, Walmart, Loblaws, and London Drugs, or online at Amazon and newnordic.ca.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your first aid cabinets are stocked, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with a Cintas apparel program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.ca.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Tangerine Raptors basketball is on TSN 1050. The Raptors live here.
And lead at 67-52 at the half. Welcome to Tangerine Raptors basketball. Raptors at the half on TSN 1050. Jim Taddy and Warren Ward high above the action. Josh Leuenberg courtside. Warren, that was a pretty good second quarter, pretty good first half.
It was. I think the Raptors played well. I think defensively it's hard to stop Booker, Beal, and Kevin Durant, but I think everyone else was held in check, and that's exactly what you want. They're not shooting the ball well from three. They're 2 for 13 in this one, only shooting 15%. I think the Raptors kept them away from the free throw line as well. Phoenix has gotten into the paint, and they're outscoring the Raptors in that category, but I think overall with the Raptors hot shooting offensively, their ability to get pretty good contribution off of their bench in contrast to Phoenix, and I think those that combination of things is why they are in the lead. If you're going to allow Kevin Durant to get easy looks, then that's a different story. But the Raptors, I think they've made it difficult for him defensively. They've taken things away, and you have to live with the fact that he's just a great scorer. And same with Booker; those guys are going to make tough shots regardless. But it's been ineffective from Nick Richards, Tyus Jones, those type of players, they haven't really left their mark on the game, whereas the Raptors bench, I think, has been better. And overall, I think that's what's allowed the Raptors to have this lead. And even when Phoenix brought it closer, within 2 or 4 points, the Raptors always had a response, and that's what's most important.
Josh, speaking to the bench, Boucher, 9 minutes, 14 points. He's at it again.
Yeah, I mean, that's Chris Boucher for you, right? Like, he comes into the game like he's been shot out of the cannon, and we've said it time and time again, just has a way of making an immediate impact. And the Suns, for their lack of depth, they have no answer for him. I mean, the Suns just have 5 bench points as a team. You mentioned Boucher has 14. The Raptors as a team have 21 points off the bench. So that's been huge. And this is a Raptors team that consolidated quite a bit of their veteran depth at the deadline, obviously moving on from Bruce Brown, Kelly Olynyk, Davion Mitchell. But it's the young guys that have really stepped up over the last few games getting this opportunity. And the old man with that group, Chris Boucher, who's really done a nice job today. It's the way that Boucher plays is kind of, I think, contagious. And all of a sudden, like, he gets out there and starts running. Other guys want to run. And to me, that was what really made the difference in the first half, is you've got this Phoenix Suns team that's a little bit older, and the Raptors and their young legs have really, really challenged them in the open floor. They're forcing turnovers. They're getting out and running, as we often say. I think the Raptors are at their best when they're running. They have a 14-3 advantage in fast break points. So I think there are a lot of things the Raptors have done well so far tonight, but that ability to get out and run has been one of them for sure.
Warren quickly also has 14 points, and he's, of course, a starter. He's had a pretty good first half, didn't he?
Well, I talked about that in the pregame. I thought just due to the fact that Phoenix does not have a point guard, and they are lazy defensively. I mean, at times when they should be switching, Phoenix often messes up their coverages, quite a bit, and they're not quick to react to things on the floor, and I think that's why the Raptors have this lead. But quickly, in particular, I said he needed to be aggressive in this game. He needed to come out and put pressure on the fact that Phoenix does not have a true point guard. Brad Beal's a great scorer, but he's not a true point guard, and I think he is definitely answered the call and is up for the challenge. I think his shot selection has been good. I think the fact that he's trying to get into the paint has been good, and I do feel he needs to attack the rim more to get free throws. I think he can continue to do that at an even higher and more successful rate. But 14 points at the half is great. He needs to continue that second half, and then continue to build on these sorts of performances where he can be consistent from that position.
Josh, as Warren alluded to earlier, KD has 10 points. You'd like to be able to say in the second half they reined him in too, wouldn't you?
For sure. I mean, look, a lot of people that don't watch Phoenix Suns basketball regularly might look at this team and say, how is a team led by Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, only 27 and 29? And to that I would say, well, this is why. Look at the first half. Between those 3 players that I just mentioned and Nick Richards, who I think was a good, solid addition for them, those 4 players have 47 of the 52 points. The other guys are just 2 for 11, and that's sort of the story of this team that, of course, is so top-heavy in terms of payroll, is they haven't been able to surround those guys with the right talent. Now, let the other guys beat you approach, that only works if you do a good enough job on the stars, right? Like, even if you say, shut all those other guys down, if Durant goes for 40 and Booker goes for 30, you're probably going to have a tough time. So I think the Raptors have done a good enough job on those guys, have taken everybody else out. And, the other reason that the Suns are only 27 and 29, and Warren alluded to it, they can't stop anybody. They're 25th in the NBA in defense. The Raptors have 67 first-half points. They're getting good looks from 3, and they're knocking them down 10 for 18. But as I mentioned earlier, they're also doing a great job of putting pressure on the Suns at the rim, getting out and running and generating easy looks that way. A really impressive half for the Raptors on both sides of the ball.
Josh, thanks very much. Tonight's first half stats are driven by Subaru. Get out in winter with standard, symmetrical, full-time all-wheel drive Visit your local Subaru dealer to book a test drive today. So in terms of the leading scorer, Beal is the best in the game with 18 points. Quickly has 14, Boucher 14 off the bench. And those are the three heavy hitters point-wise. Individual or team stats, rather, bench plays. As Josh mentioned earlier, Toronto 21-5 outscoring the Suns bench. Rebounds for second chance points. And these are low totals. 3 offensive boards for 2 points for Phoenix, and Toronto 2 rebounds for 4 points. Turnovers for points. Phoenix has turned the ball over 8 times for 12. Toronto 5 for 2. In the paint, it's 30-20 for Phoenix. Fast break, 14-3 for Toronto over Phoenix. And at one point, it's a 15-point lead now, but Toronto had a 16-point lead, and the best the Suns could do was a 2-point lead. So it's been the Raptors' game. Having said that, Warren, what do we have to look out for here in the third quarter especially, but the entire second half?
Oh, they got a 3-headed monster on the other side that can go off and change this game. Phoenix is 7-point run away from this being another ball game. So I think the Raptors have to focus on how can they extend this lead, continue to defend. That's most important. I like the fact that they are being very aggressive and physical with KD and putting him in spots where he has to think about 2 defenders all the time. I think that's a key. Continue to limit Booker and Beal. I mean, one of them is probably going to have a game, and it looks like it's going to be Beal in terms of point production. But you have to make sure that those points are meaningless. And what I mean by that is they're not contributing to Phoenix getting closer to taking the lead. If the Raptors have a 13-14 point lead and then they can respond and continue to keep it around the same margin, then the points are essentially meaningless in that regard because the Raptors still have the lead. So limit KD and limit Booker, and I think the Raptors have a victory.
3-point shooting, the Raptors 10 of 18, 55.6%, and the Suns 2 of 13, 15.4%. There's your discrepancy so far. It is 67-52 for the Raptors. This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050.
Alpine News Network is here live with one of our superheroes.
I don't want to say I'm a big deal, but I am a superhero. I love helping people consolidate their debts, and that's what I did for the Smiths. I took their bills and zoom! Wha-bam! Zap! Turn them into one low monthly payment. No, the sound's not necessary, but it's part of the fun.
Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Just for license 12616.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Mary, who stands 5 inches away from her 55-inch flat-screen TV and yells at it even though she knows no one on the TV can hear a word she's saying. Is it effective? There's no evidence. Do we support her? Yeah. Screaming at the TV for all 4 quarters. That's how Mary fans. And we're fans of Mary. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp now for free information on how to get started today. InventHelp provides invention services that help everyday inventors get started with their idea. We have representatives nationwide who will explain the InventHelp process step by step. Over 10,000 patents have been secured through InventHelp's patent referral services. Our services include professional materials needed to showcase your invention, and 3D animation and prototype modeling that help you demonstrate your idea. Get down to the details of your idea with a technical drawing. The InventHelp Databank includes thousands of companies who have agreed to review new ideas. We've been helping inventors since 1984. Let's help you next. Take advantage of the opportunity to get started today.
Call 1-800-353-6081. That's 1-800-353-6081. Again, 1-800-353-6081.
Overdrive, Toronto's favorite way to drive home. Weekdays 4 to 7 on TSN 1050.
Third quarter about to start. This second half tip-off is powered by your Ontario Honda dealers. Up your game. Lease a hybrid CRV from 2.49% for up to 24 months. Visit HondaOntario.com. Raptors with a 15-point edge as we get set to start this third quarter. And you know it's coming, Javon. At some point, This Phoenix team is just too good to, well, shoot under 50% the way they are, turn it over 8 times. Although maybe this is the way they've been all season at 27 and 29.
Well, I think the thing is they'll always be able to score the basketball, but are they going to be able to defend, right? They gave up 38 points to the Raptors, and credit the Raptors for some really good offense in that second quarter. But this Phoenix team hasn't been a team that has gone out there and really laced it up on the defensive end of the floor, right? They're at the bottom of the league in terms of defense, 25th in defensive rating. So that's just not in their DNA at this point. And you got to have some defense to support your offense, no matter how well you score the basketball.
Raptors in the black. They get it to Barnes on the lob. Great play coming out of the locker room on the first touch, knowing they had the first touch.
Well, they empty the entire right side of the floor and get that ball screen going to the left hand as Scotty Barnes is rolling to the rim. Gets an easy 2 above air.
Beal in the lane, no good. Rebound saved by Grady. Here comes Quickly. Biggest lead of the game for the Raptors at 17. Looking for more. Quickly on the bounce, far side, left wing to Robinson straight away. Between the rings. Robinson gets it to Quickly. IQ turns back to Scotty. Shot clock at 5. Gotta go on Durant. Scotty shakes, shot fake, lean in, floated up, no good. Robinson stick back, no good. He's fouled. As the Raptors do a nice job working the glass. Scotty Barnes with a nifty move there, Javon.
No footwork.
It looked like Durant had him on lockdown, and Scotty said, I got something for you.
Well, I also like that Scotty Barnes has Kevin Durant match up in front of him, and a number of times tonight he hasn't been afraid to attack him, right? You get the up and under here, the little, twinkle toe footwork, don't get the shot converted, but now Robinson is in position to rebound the basketball, gets it, puts it up, gets fouled, and now he's at the line, knocks down the first of 2. Right, you get good shots, guys are going to be in good rebounding position. They also know where the ball is going to come off.
2 for Orlando Robinson from the free throw line. The Raptors up by 19, 71-52. Front court. Booker straight away. On the bounce, works near side. Into the lane. Gets it to Richards, lays it up and in.
Big time play by Richards, and a good job by Robinson on the defensive end, taking away the space of Booker, forcing him to make that pass.
Robinson up top. On the bounce. In the lane, floats it up and in.
He's seeing Bradley Beal in front of him and said, all right, this is barbecue chicken. I'm 6'10", 235.
Booker, step back jumper in the lane, good. 73-56, Raptors by 17. Quickly stops, misses the 10-footer, but Robinson runs down the rebound. Barrett near side, 3 in the air, no good. Rebound Richards. Front court, here comes Phoenix in the white. Right to left toward Bay Street. Royce O'Neal, shot fake, escape, dribble, 3 in the air, good. 73-59. Raptors see their lead cut to 14. Robinson to Barrett, up top, RJ into the lane, the lefty floater short, gets his rebound back, gets it to Quickly. They swing it to Grady, escape, dribble, 3-ball far side, no good, but he's fouled. Devin Booker with the foul. They're going to say no shot. Sideline out of bounds.
Still a good foul drawn by Grady Dick, and it starts with the offensive rebound by R.J. Barrett. That ball gets to moving, and now the defense is scrambling and trying to catch up. Devin Booker just caught out of position, fouling Grady Dick on that jump shot.
Quickly in the lane, floats it up, no good. Rebound knocked away. And here comes Phoenix. Booker front court on the dribble, works near side, and then they got Richards on the illegal screen. as Grady went to the ground.
Well, Richards saying he didn't hit him, but the reality is that Devin Booker didn't slow down, right? He came off the screen once and right back into it while Richards was moving, and that's a big part of why Richards picks up that screen.
Robinson up top, drives far side, gets to the hoop, blocked by Richards. Booker, quick outlet. O'Neal with a breakaway layup. 73-61. The Raptors lead chopped to 12. Scotty back quickly to Grady. Swing it to IQ. Near side right wing. And they've got an offensive foul called on Toronto. Illegal screen on Scotty. Tried the rip screen. And the Raptors will turn it over. Phoenix chipping away and creeping back. Booker up top on the bounce into the lane. The layup is up and in. The lead is cut to 10, and Darko wants a timeout.
Booker's done a good job of keeping that basketball alive, right? The first effort by RJ is always there, but it's that second effort coming back on the second side of the screen where RJ kind of gets lost on those possessions.
8:27, third quarter. Let's take a break. Phoenix has cut the lead to 10, 73-63. Toronto, you're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Lately, times have been challenging, with many people facing increased interest rates, inflation, and rising credit card debt. Everyone needs a little help from time to time, but it can be hard to ask for help when it comes to your personal finances. But you're not alone. Millions of Canadians share that feeling with you. 500,000 Canadians have found help with their debt, and so can you, with Consolidated Credit Counseling Services of Canada. They are one of the largest non-profit credit counseling organizations in the country, with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. They could help you consolidate your bills into one affordable payment, minimize your interest rates, and get you out of debt fast. No matter how much you owe, you don't need to do this alone. To get help, call 1-800-656-7129. That's 1-800-656-7129. Let Consolidated Credit get you back to a debt-free life. Call 1-800-656-7129. Call toll-free today for a free consultation. 1-800-656-7129. Ontario license number 4705786.
Hey, it's Brian Hayes, and I'm living large with my Black Card membership at Planet Fitness. For just $29.99, you get all types of perks, like bringing a guest for free, access to any Planet Fitness location, and my favorite perk of them all, unlimited use of the hydro massage. And believe me, I've been really testing that policy out lately. So sign up today for your Planet Fitness Black Card membership at planetfitness.ca or pop into any location and get ready to absolutely love going to the gym at Planet Fitness.
There's no better way to drive home than with Hayes, Noodles, and the O-Dog. Overdrive every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050.
Back in Toronto, Phoenix outscoring the Raptors 11-6 to start the quarter. And the Raptors see their lead that was 15 and it grew as high as 19 early in this third quarter. Chopped to 10. We sit at 73-63, and we'll tell you that third quarter action is delivered by 2-for-1 Pizza. Give yourself a high five. Buy any large traditional pizza and get up to 3 medium one-topping pizzas for $5 each. Check it out at 2for1pizza.com. Manuel quickly lets the ball roll up to center as the Raptors in the black come left to right. Quickly works far side, pull up, three in the air, no good. Rebound Orlando Robinson in the lane, stripped by Durant. Here comes Phoenix on the breakout. Beal has it knocked away, but Durant picks it up, misses the short jumper. It goes out of bounds off Phoenix. Toronto dodges a bullet, and they'll come back with the ball. Raptor ball front court. Barrett inside, gets blocked underneath, stays with it, and then is fouled on his second attempt.
Well, that's what I was talking about earlier, how fast, as soon as Scotty Barnes touched the basketball, they advanced the ball up the floor, right? 2 passes, and he finds RJ cutting to the basket right under the rim. Royce O'Neal fell asleep. RJ didn't convert on the first one, but the second one gets the foul and a chance for 2 at the stripe. It starts with the advancement of the basketball, right? 1 pass, 2 pass, and now the defense is caught sleeping because that ball is zipping around and moving so fast.
RJ's second one, no good. Having a tough time from the line again tonight, 7 of 11. I mean, that's not terrible, but for a guy with the proficiency of RJ.
I mean, you're looking at the 7-11, and you're right. 7 for 11, you're right. It's not terrible, but it's how he's missing the ones that he is missing.
I don't want all 4 of them. Just give me 2 of them.
Right.
Or 1.
You know, that last one there, you can just hear how hard it hit off the backboard.
Great pass he makes there to Barnes, who steps in for a midi and knocks down an 18-footer, far side, left wing.
Good shot.
76-63, Toronto.
That shot fake gets Kevin Durant out of the frame, and now you're playing 5-on-4.
Booker raises up for a 3, far side. D-Book can score.
They've got to get hit the basketball out of his hands, right? 7 points and 3 assists early in this third quarter.
76-66, Toronto by 10, 7:20, third quarter. Grady 3 up top, no good, but they got an offensive foul on quickly. So that'll give the ball back to Phoenix. Front court, Booker on the bounce into the lane. Kicks it to Royce O'Neal. Back into the near corner to Booker in front of the Suns bench. He drives, kicks it to Durant. Corner 3, far side, rattles, doesn't go. And Richards could only get 1 hand on it. Out of bounds, it'll be Toronto ball. Front court, here comes Toronto. Robinson to Quickly, far corner. IQ on the bounce, gets it to Barnes straight away. Out of Grady on the handoff, back to Barnes, to Robinson in the lane, he's fouled. Great ball movement there. As Scotty turns, hunched over, bent at the waist, clapping his hands in front of his chest at Grady, saying, come on, come on. I love the play that Grady made there.
Well, Grady made a great play. Booker and Kevin Durant slipped out on him. There's some miscommunication there. You can see the frustration is those guys talk it out late after the play. But as soon as he realizes that he has 2 with him, he makes that pass to Scotty Barnes, who finds Orlando Robinson. Right, if Phoenix is going to switch right now, you've got to switch and communicate, and you can't switch and be lazy. Right, and that's sometimes what happens when there's lack of communication or guys aren't deliberate with what they're doing. And I thought KD just sauntered out, and that kind of put Devin Booker in a situation like, are we switching, are we not switching? And now, like you mentioned, Grady made a heck of a play by just passing, making a simple play, find the open player.
Raptors 78, Phoenix 66. Free throw's good. Beal wide open. 16-footer far side. 78-68 lead cut to 10. Darko disturbed by that defensive breakdown. 6:19, third quarter. Barrett near side, right wing. Weaves into the lane. Kicks it out. Orlando Robinson 3 up top, no good. Rebound Durant. Phoenix trying to get it inside 10 right now. Durant on the free throw line, raises up, the jumper is good. There's like no duress. He shot that like he was playing in a pickup game with 8-year-olds.
That just looked like he's going through a workout.
Yeah.
Going through a casual workout in the summer. I'm going to get up some jump shots.
Robinson on the elbow, near side to Barrett. RJ turns the corner into the lane. Has the shot deflected. Here comes Booker. Pull up 3 in the air, good. Timeout, Darko.
He's had himself a quarter, right? He's just really had his fingerprint on this quarter, Jonesy. Passing the basketball, scoring it, and they're going to have to change up the defense with him and just not allow him to be comfortable with the basketball in his hands, because it isn't about him scoring it. He's also making plays for other guys and getting them involved in the game.
5:32, third quarter. Phoenix back to within screaming distance, 78-73. 5-point Raptor lead. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
The Subaru winter has arrived. The crisp air and negative temperatures mean one thing: camping. Emerge from your icy tent and bask in 4 to 6 hours of sunlight. Enjoy the unmistakable smell of campfire through the glacial wind pummeling your face. Relax by the water, taking in the soothing sounds of thick ice cracking and popping. Get out there in winter like it's summer with standard symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and advanced safety systems. Visit your local Subaru dealer today.
At BDC, we know being an entrepreneur means always being ready to take on challenges and seize opportunities. Get up to $100,000 with our small business loan to make your projects a reality. Simple, quick, and with no application fees, the BDC online loan offers you flexibility to protect your cash flow with favorable repayment terms. Apply now at bdc.ca/online loan. Certain conditions apply. BDC, financing, advising, know-how.
Did you know that if you're 60 or older, RSV can be serious for you? Help protect yourself with Arexvy, Canada's first RSV vaccine. Ask your healthcare provider about Arexvy. Arexvy is a vaccine that helps to protect adults 60 years of age and older from lower lung disease caused by respiratory syncytial virus, RSV. 100% protection cannot be guaranteed. Adverse events may occur. Learn more at arexvy.ca.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows in your car. Available on Apple CarPlay via the iHeartRadio app. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
Well, let's give you some numbers. Phoenix 9 of 12 this quarter. Raptors 3 of 13. And the 19-point lead has been shaved to 5 at 78-73 with 5:32 to go in the third quarter.
Well, the other part to that is, and I mentioned it right before the break there, is Devin Booker. He's really controlled this third quarter for Phoenix, right? 10 points and 4 assists in this third quarter alone. And for the Raptors, right, it just seems like it's in the flow of the game, and that might go understated, but getting the basketball out of his hands, or at least making him uncomfortable so he can't just get to his spots or comfortably make plays to his teammates.
Raptor ball, front court in the black, moving left to right. They turn it over coming out of the timeout. Beal runs down the loose ball, and then Phoenix has it in the front court. Beal, step back jumper, good from 17.
That is so tough. Left-handed dribble, get into the elbow, and use that left foot to kind of step Jacoby Walter off.
Front court. Here comes Barrett on the bounce. Kicks it to Shed, near side, 3 in the air, good, down the bottom of the well for Jamal Shed.
He's shooting the basketball well. If you're Royce O'Neal, Jamal Shed is 2 for 3 on the night. You've got to be there on the catch.
And we've got a blocking foul as Shed tried to stand in. Man, that was a hard hit. Booker turned the corner. Shed tried to take the foul. And man alive, Jamal got knocked down. Took that one in the chest. Booker, free throw good.
Man alive. It's really good. And Jamal Shed, just before he took that charge, or the attempt on the charge, just looking at some of his college numbers, right, just to see how he's increased and improved shooting the basketball. He was a 30% three-point shooter, and obviously that's a shorter line. To see him shooting 35% from that deeper range, right, is really a testament to him growing, in that short time in the NBA.
81-77, Raptor lead is 4. Jacoby Walter 3, far side, left wing, no good. Here comes Beal. Crowd a little bit pensive right now. Booker wide open, 3 up top, no good. Rebound, Abaji knocks it away, goes to Shed. Jamal on the run, finds RJ near side, 3, in and out. Abaji rebound. Kicks it to Jacoby Walter. Shot fake underneath. Abaji puts it up. Blocked by Durant, but Orlando Robinson there to take the loose change and put it back in the machine.
That's big time play by Orlando Robinson. Jacoby Walter kind of didn't measure that up right. Threw that basketball right back to Abaji where all the traffic was, but Orlando Robinson coming in and cleaning everything right back up.
Booker on the elbow, far side. Fall away, 17-footer, no good. Rebound Barrett. Raptors 83, Phoenix 77. Barrett into the lane, lay it up, score it. And they're going to call the offensive foul as RJ's left hand got up and got Booker in the face. And to draw the attention, Booker went down. I really didn't think there was much to that. Raptors will not challenge. And Phoenix comes front court, down 6. Plumlee on the bounce against Mobo. Gets it to Beal. Kicks it up top to Durant. Shake, crossover, into the lane to Booker. Shot clock at 5. Step back 3, no good. Rebound, Walter. Out to Barnes. Scotty on the run. Drive. Got into traffic and Durant's long arm swallowed him up. Here comes Beal, front court. 2:55, third quarter, 83-77. Toronto. Durant, 3, no good. Rebound, Beal has it knocked away, and they're going to call a foul on Scotty Barnes. So Durant will inbound left side near wing. Durant gets it into Grayson Allen. Near side left wing. Drives on Jacoby Walter, and they got the foul on Jacoby as it looked like Grayson Allen just blew a tire. Phoenix will inbound. Near side left wing in front of Mike Budenholzer. They get it to Plumlee. Against Mobo. Gets it to Grayson Allen. Back to Plumlee, knocked away by Jacoby Walter. Nice D by Toronto. Shed into the corner. Abaji 3, bang in the bottom of the well. Raptors stretch it out to 9, 86-77. Ochai with a triple.
Active hands on the defensive end. You force a turnover. You're in transition. And you're getting one of the best corner three-point shooters in the league. An open shot in transition.
Booker, near side, drives on Mobo. Gets into the lane. Pull up, jumper, no good. Rebound tipped away. Jacoby Walter has it. Runs it front court. 2 minutes, third quarter. Jacoby drive, floated up and in. Oh, the young man took it straight to Main Street.
I like it. Right, the big-time rebound. Goes the length of the floor. Sees Bradley Beal. Kicks it into fifth gear. Just knows, okay, I got a smaller defender. I'm exploding to the rim.
88-77 Toronto. Plumlee underneath is fouled, and he'll get a couple of free throws. Mason Plumlee came into the NBA shooting with his right hand. He was so bad, he decided to change to his left hand, and he did it himself. We know Tristan Thompson went from left hand to right hand with the help of noted Canadian shooting coach of Calgary, Dave Love. But Plumlee now shoots everything with his left hand. And his reasoning was, well, this hand is so bad, I'd have to forget everything and start over. The other one hasn't been touched. So why don't I work with that one as a fresh canvas?
Smart dude, but I can't tell you it's much prettier.
Well, he misses 2, so he could have shot those with his head. Abaji near side, drive. Kicks it out, Jacoby Walter, 3, short. Rebound off Durant, out of bounds to Toronto. 88-77 Raptors. Minute 30 to go, third frame. Timeout, Phoenix. Mike Budenholzer wants to talk. We'll keep it here with a minute and a half to go, 90 seconds. Third quarter, Javon, the Raptors have muscled up and punched back a little bit.
Yeah, they have, and you think about it, this is a group that has looked confident all day.
Yes.
I'm not sure if it's a 6 p.m. start, but you can tell that you have a bunch of young guys. You're looking at the other side. You're seeing Kevin Durant. You're seeing Devin Booker. You're seeing Bradley Beal. You're seeing one of the second oldest teams in the league right now. And these guys got up for it, right? And I think they've had a slight lapse in this third quarter in terms of taking care of the basketball, right? 6 turnovers in this third quarter. They had 5. Remember, we were praising them at half because they had 5 for the entire first half. But they found ways to bounce back. And the lineup that's on the floor right now with, Scotty Barnes, Scotty Barnes, Abaji, Shed, Mobo, Jacoby Walton, those guys have played with extreme energy and really gotten this thing back.
Abaji does grab the right arm of Durant, which is proximate to the out of bounds. Therefore, the challenge is successful and is a defensive foul on Abaji. Durant will shoot the penalty. The game clock's been reset to 1:32. Phoenix retains their timeout, and they have the ability for a second challenge later in the game.
Well, that is the new rule this year in the NBA, the proximate foul. Because it used to be, back in the day, when I fouled you, Javon, and the ball went off you out of bounds, they would say, "Shut up, Jones, you fouled him. It's his ball." And now, with the review on a challenge, they can go back and look at the foul. So it went off Durant. But Durant can now say, "Hey, I was fouled. That's why I didn't get the ball." And I didn't think it was much of a call, but Phoenix gets the benefit. Durant, first free throw, no good.
He's been pretty quiet, right? He had a little stretch. Only 12 points for him, 4 rebounds, 0 for 3 from the three-point line. Not his usual self from the free throw line.
Second one good. They put 2 seconds back on the clock, so 1:32, now the clock running as Barnes walks it over center in the black from left to right. Scotty gets it to IQ, quickly in the lane, kicks it out Jacoby Walter, now to Barnes, in the lane, kicks it far side, they try to swing it up top. Tyus Jones with the steal to Grayson Allen, who jams it down with 2 hands. Jacoby Walter back, a quick corner 3, no good, rebound to Plumlee. Here comes Durant. Deep 3 near side, no good. Rebound quickly. Under a minute to go, third quarter. Quickly to Barnes. Shot fake, drive, kicks it into the corner to Mobo. Down the baseline near side to Walter. Straight away to Quickly between the circles. Shot clock at 10:35 in the quarter. Raptors with an 8-point lead, and they've got an offensive foul on Jonathan Mobo coming up to set a screen. They say that he shoved Grayson Allen, and that'll turn it over. Oh boy. Suns are going to take a timeout. Well, you can hear the fans courtside. Tyler Ford looks and says, "Thank you for your opinion, but I still have the whistle."
Thanks, but no thanks.
That and $5 gets you on the subway. .3 seconds to go, third quarter, 88-80 Toronto. Their lead was 15 at half. They had it up to 19, it's now at 8. So we play accordion with the lead, in and out, back and forth. It'll be Phoenix ball coming out of the timeout. They will inbound just in front of us here at midcourt. Grayson Allen to do the honors. Gets it to Booker. Cross court to Durant. To Plumlee in the lane, jams it down.
That ball didn't touch the floor once. Book gets to that left corner, right? A cross court pass to KD, and Plumlee rolling to the basket between two defenders.
Barnes up top. Shot clock at 10. Game clock at 16. Scotty tries to go backdoor to a cutting Ochai from in front of the Raptors bench to the basket, and it's knocked out of bounds, so it'll be Toronto ball. Grayson Allen checks out. Ryan Dunn checks in. The UVA Cavalier for Aduki into the ball game. Quickly on the drive. Floats it up, no good. Rebound. Beal hustling at front court. Gets it to Durant. Deep three, far side, no good. Rebound knocked away. Durant had a good look. And if you were a Raptor fan, you were holding your breath.
Because he is itching to get that first one down from three. Still 0 for 5 from the three-point line. 5 for 13 on the evening. Going to this fourth quarter, Raptors really have to hone in on taking care of the basketball, especially what they did in this third quarter. They coughed it up a little bit too much, which took them out of rhythm on the offensive side.
Last lap of the track coming up. Fourth quarter when we return. 88-82, Toronto leading Phoenix. And listen to Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network.
From the biggest stadiums to the cozy.
What's up, Raptors fans? Hey, you. Yeah, you. Are you a Raptors fan? Have you not hit the subscribe button yet? Oh, you probably have. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button. All of you who have. 81,000. We're about to pass 82. We're on our way up to 100,000 subscribers. 84, 85, 86. Let's keep it going. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. Thank you for turning on that bell and coming back and hanging out with us every single Raptors game. A lot of good basketball coming up in March. The SEC tournament, possibly. Every single game of March Madness. Every single game of the NBA playoffs. We're going to have a lot of fun here on TSI. Thank you for being here. Thank you for becoming an insider and hitting that subscribe button. Go Raptors, go!
Minimize your interest rates and get you out of debt fast. No matter how much you owe, you don't need to do this alone. To get help, call 1-800-318-1940. That's 1-800-318-1940. Let Consolidated Credit get you back to a debt-free life. Call 1-800-318-1940. Call toll-free today for a free consultation. 1-800-318-1940. Ontario license number 4705786.
Making your lousy commute fun. Overdrive with Hayes Noodles and the O-Dog every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050.
Fourth quarter time, last lap of the track in Toronto. Raptors 88, Phoenix Suns 82. And we'll tell you that the fourth quarter is powered by CMC Markets. Take your trading to the next level with $0 commission on stocks. Phoenix ball. They come front court right to left toward Bay Street. Plumlee to Beal for the jam on the back door near side left wing. 88-84. We're going to have a scrap coming home, Javon.
Down the stretch.
Quickly near side, gets it to Barnes on the block. Near side, right wing, Raptors in the black. Scotty, turnaround jumper, got it. That's Kevin Durant, he did it too.
That's pretty.
I love when he does that.
Hey, you know what? He used his physicality on that shimmy, gave him a little chance and then fade away. But he looks so comfortable and calm getting into that jumper.
90-84 Toronto. Grayson Allen into the lane, drives on Boucher, lay it up, no good. They got an offensive foul on Allen as he leaned in on Boucher. And I think Mike Budenholzer wants to challenge it. I don't know how you overturned that. Chris was backing up and he took it in the chest.
He's taking a timeout to challenge the ruling of an offensive foul on Allen.
So we'll take a break and we'll come back with the result. 11-10 fourth quarter, 90-84 Toronto. This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
The all-electric Honda Prologue SUV is here at your local Ontario Honda dealer. And with features perfect for the city and the backcountry, like all-wheel drive for tougher winter roads and a range up to 450 kilometers on a full charge, you may think Honda made an electric SUV just for Ontario. Get up to a $12,000 Honda bonus on all remaining 2024 Prologue models. Plus, qualified Honda owners get an additional $2,000 loyalty bonus. OAC conditions apply. Range based on combined city and highway. Bonus available when you lease or finance through HFS at a standard rate. See HondaOntario.com.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp now for free information on how to get started today. InventHelp provides invention services that help everyday inventors get started with their idea. We have representatives nationwide who will explain the InventHelp process step by step. Over 10,000 patents have been secured through InventHelp's patent referral services. Our services include professional materials needed to showcase your invention, and 3D animation and prototype modeling that help you demonstrate your idea. Get down to the details of your idea with a technical drawing. The InventHelp Databank includes thousands of companies who have agreed to review new ideas. We've been helping inventors since 1984. Let's help you next. Take advantage of the opportunity to get started today.
Call 1-800-353-6013. That's 1-800-353-6013. Again, 1-800-353-6013.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows on your smart speaker. Simply tell your smart speaker to listen to TSN 1050 everywhere you want it.
90-84 Toronto. Under review is an offensive foul by Grayson Allen as he ran over Chris Boucher. They're still under the hood. Matt Callio and Tyler Ford. Musa Dagger is the other official. We have a result, and here's Tyler Ford.
After review, Boucher is never in a legal guarding position, but there is no overt extension from Allen. Therefore, the play is neither a defensive foul or an offensive foul. It's been overturned to a no call. At the time of the whistle, Allen was in the act of shooting. We will score the basket. The challenge is successful. This is Phoenix's second challenge and a mandatory timeout. Therefore, they're charged a mandatory.
So, they've changed their mind. They said Boucher was not in a legal guarding position, but Allen didn't extend the arm. Well, then, I guess they ruled that Chris not being in a legal guarding position also didn't foul. I don't quite understand. They're just saying a no call. Okay, play on. 90-86 Phoenix. They're out of challenges, though. Barnes. Durant that time shuts off the water. Quickly up top. Works near side against Grayson Allen. Drive into the lane. Kick out. Barnes. Three. Good. Down the bottom of the well.
That's really good basketball.
IQ.
Emmanuel quickly getting into the paint, and Kevin Durant again helping off of that weak side, but no sense of urgency to get back out to contest the shot of Scotty Barnes.
93-86. Raptors by 7. Beal up top on Mobile. Drive, leans in, floats it up, score it, and foul. Tough move by Beal. I would have just said that was a play on. People forget Bradley Beal pretty shifty. He was the guy that was...
Remember Washington.
Yeah, a
Washington
1-2
Beal.
option. And,
Yep.
and the Raptors know it all too well. As,
the John Wall and Bradley Beal days.
Yep, they swept the Raptors out of the playoffs in 2015. 2015. In 14, the Raptors lost in 7 to Brooklyn. Got broomed in 15. And then went to the conference finals in 16. Jonathan Bobo with the jam, quickly with the penetration, and lobs it up for Bobo to hammer it home. 95-89, Toronto by 6. And we've got a foul as Durant hits the ground. And I think they're going to get Mobo. Yep, on the foul. Phoenix will inbound near side. Durant gets it to Grayson Allen, guarded by Jacoby Walter. Shot clock at 10. Allen crosses over, gets into the lane. Ooh, drag the pivot foot. Kicks it to Tyus Jones. And they got him on a travel.
And Jacoby Walter has the potential to be a really, really good defensive player. Really good defensive player. He presses up on Grayson Allen, a smaller guard, and doesn't give him an inch, right? Really shadows him moving his feet.
Here comes quickly front court for the Raptors. Raptors in the black, moving left to right. IQ on the bounce between the rings. Drives on Grayson Allen, right, gets to the hoop, floats it up and in.
Well, Allen's going to be on his own right now because Scotty's on the strong side of the floor, and Kevin Durant already, he told the other guys, I'm not helping no more. I'm not helping off of Scotty Barnes. Right, and now Emmanuel quickly gets to the paint, and it's just one-on-one coverage, easy bucket.
IQ looked and said, he can't hold me. Beal up top, into the lane, weaving through traffic, kicks it to Durant. Far corner, Scotty right up in his grill. Durant, fall away, knocked away by Quickly. 3-on-1 Raptors. IQ to Jacoby Walter, floats it up, no good, but he's fouled. And Mike Budenholzer with a technical foul as he is out at center court, saying that Durant was fouled by Quickly.
Mike thought that Quickly came across the backside of Durant and just swiped at the best and swiped his arms into active shooting.
So Raptors will get 3 shots here, Quickly with the technical, and then 2 for Jacoby Walter, who was fouled. They got a chance to push the lead to 10 or more. First free throw good, 98-89. Now the 2 from Jacoby. .906 to go, fourth quarter. Raptors with a 9-point lead. They have led for the majority of this game. Jacoby Walter, first one good. The lead is 10 for the Raptors. Booker and O'Neal check in out there with Tyus Jones, Kevin Durant, and Mason Plumlee. Jacoby Walter calmly knocks down 2 free throws, and Toronto has an 11-point, 100-89 lead. Durant to Plumlee in the lane, leans in and gets it down over Boucher. 8:50 to go in the game, 100-91. Toronto quickly walks it over center, drives at Jones into the lane, floats it up, no good. Rebound knocked away. Jacoby Walter's floater is short. Phoenix comes away with the loose ball. Here comes Durant on the run, into the lane, stops, kicks it back to Jones, to Booker. Knifes into the lane, reverse layup is good. 100-93. Phoenix just kind of hanging around. Quickly front court, Raptors in the black, moving left to right. IQ between the rings, goes left to Barnes. Right hand into the lane. Oh, what a play by Scotty. Lays it up and in with the Statue of Liberty layup.
Well, and right now, I think Scotty Barnes can attack him and Durant some more. I'm not seeing as much energy on the defensive end from KD.
102-93 Toronto. Durant turns it over. Here come the Raptors. Boucher has it stripped, gets it back, lays it in, and is fouled. Chris Boucher stays with it, and he's going to be rewarded with a deuce and a coupon in the back pocket for one more.
You know what that is, Jonesy? That's just a matter of who wants it more, right? Who wants that bucket more? Who wants that ball more? And that was Chris Boucher there, right? Devin Booker gets a strip on the initial play. He recovers it and goes right back up with the defense on his backside and picks up the and one.
7:39 to go, fourth quarter. We're looking down at the top of the stretch. 104-93 Toronto. Let's take a break. This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Mike Rowe here with a quick question.
Have you noticed mold, mildew, bowing walls, or water in your basement? I hope not, but if you have, your basement is losing the war against groundwater. That's where Groundworks comes in. They can honestly assess your situation and create a plan to waterproof your basement and stabilize your walls. Schedule your free inspection at groundworks.ca/row. And while you're there, check out my latest dirty job. It's a good one.
Licensed where work is performed. See website for details.
Hey, Taylor, coffee?
Maybe later. My oil furnace is out again.
You should upgrade to an electric heat pump.
Isn't that expensive?
No, it's worth it. It can heat even when it's minus 30, cools when it gets warmer. Plus, there's a government program to help cover most of the costs up front.
Huh, coffee's on me then.
To see if you're eligible for the Oil to Heat Pump Affordability Program, visit canada.ca/heat pumps or call 1-800-O-CANADA. A message from the Government of Canada.
The joys of digging your car out of a snowbank at 4 a.m. And how about that awkward penguin walk to avoid slipping on the ice? This Sunwing financial advisor thinks you should be rocking that vacation swagger instead. While the season may be winding down, so too are these deals. So don't miss your chance to escape winter one last time. Book by March 9th with your local travel advisor or at
First Up with Korolnik and Koliakovo. Weekday morning 6 till 10 on TSN 1050.
You ain't first, you're last.
7:39, fourth quarter. Raptors 104, Suns 93. Toronto holding them at bay right now. You know the Suns have one more run though, Javon.
Yeah, you can never count them out because of the guys, the personnel that they do have on that team, and that's what scares everybody. That's what you look at this team and them being an 11th seed isn't really indicative of their potential. But potential is a dangerous word.
Yeah, it's the stuff that as people lose their jobs when it stays as potential but unfulfilled. Raptors leading 104-93, and we've got a spectator in duress in the front row. Emergency medical services coming in. One of the fans is slumped over, and again, emergency medical services coming to try and help them. So we are holding play while they tend to something that is more important than basketball. Medical emergency courtside. We saw that a while back. I believe it was in Memphis.
Memphis, yep.
Where, again, a fan was in distress and needed help. EMS here in Toronto on the case, on the job. A wheelchair brought in. Raptors team doctor Howard Petroff also on the scene. And as the fan exits the VOM on the corner of Bay and Union, Dr. Petroff in tow, we hope that all will work out for the best. Boucher, free throw good, completes the back end of his three-point play. So the Raptors by 12, 105-93. 7.5 to go in the ball game. Durant inside, misses an easy one. Back come the Raptors. Shed on the bounce between the rings. Works over to the far side. Durant jumps out to guard him. Gets it to R.J. Barrett. Durant switches out on him. Barrett drive, lob it up to Mobo, who misses the jam. Nice job. Couldn't get the finish, though. Here comes Booker against Shed, near elbow. Turns, backs in, spin, put it up, no good, but the foul going to be called. And it'll go on Boucher coming across to help.
Chris Boucher knew it right away, right? Devin Booker was jabbing and trying to get into his jump shot, into a spin on Jamal Shed. Into the body of him, and Chris Boucher came from that left side on the spin and kind of just tripped him up.
Free throw good by Booker. He's had a solid game. Their big three, two of them, Beal with 27, Booker with 26, over 20. It's Durant that's been quiet tonight on 5 of 15 for only 13 points. Devin Booker, Olympic gold medalist. Second free throw is good. 6:50 to go. Raptors up by 10, 105-95. Barrett in the lane to Boucher, and he's fouled from behind. Great screen and roll. And again,
he's just playing with so much more energy.
RJ delivering though too, Javon.
And, we can talk about the delivery, but what makes the delivery so much easier is that when Chris Boucher sets the screen, one, he's making contact with the body, but as soon as he makes that contact, he's sprinting to the basket. So now the defense is behind him, right? That gives RJ a straight line pass to make.
Free throw no good by Boucher. Misses both. Here comes Phoenix. Raptors as a team 20 of 29 from the line. Booker drives, gets a switch, goes to the hoop, puts it up, no good. Rebound Boucher. Good contest by Toronto. Barrett drive into the lane, floated up, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds, it'll be Phoenix ball. RJ wanted the foul call, did not get it as he went hard to the basket. Front court, Phoenix coming right to left. O'Neal to Booker, near elbow, left side, backs out against Boucher. Shot clock at 8, Booker drives, kicks, they swing it. Beal, 3, good. Drive, kick, swing, and Bradley Beal knocks it out. Here come the Suns. 105-98. Shed in the lane, kicks to Barrett. Drives baseline, floats it up, blocked by Durant. Second man off the floor. Booker front court. Drives into the lane, lays it up, no good. Rebound Barrett. To Abaji. Reverse layup, no good. Boucher with the rebound, back up, no good. Rebound Grayson Allen. 2 good chances for Toronto, get nothing. Booker drive and lay it in near side.
That's just a score right there, right? The ball's in flight, and Devin Booker,
he knew which way he was going to turn.
He was going, but also, right, caught the basketball facing the stands, facing our scores table over here, and spun over that right shoulder to give himself momentum going to the basketball so he can scoop it in. Heck of a play, heck of recognition to score the basketball on the fly.
105-100. Raptors lead cut to 5. We hit the top of the stretch inside 6 minutes. 5:19 to go. We know how this goes. You lead the whole way, and you can see the tape. And as you're trying to run through it, somebody comes up behind you. Will that be the Raptors' fate this evening? Phoenix has just hung around, Javon. Hung around.
And you know what? For Phoenix, I think things haven't gone their way today, and some of their complaining has got in front of them. Right? I think this last 5 minutes of this game, if they get away from that, and you can see right? Little things start to chip away at it, and you start to get a little bit more momentum. Now you put the pressure on the Raptors. Now you put the Raptors on their heels. But the Raptors have to do what they've continued to do all game, and that's just continue to come at you. Be resilient, right? Just continue to push it down the throats of Phoenix, whether there's turnover, whether there's a missed rebound, whatever the case may be. That level of intensity that they've played with for 3 quarters now, 3.5 quarters, you've got to maintain that.
Grady Dick into the lane. Loses the ball. Phoenix comes away with it. Here comes Booker. Suns turning up the intensity. Grayson Allen 3 is good. It's a 2-point game, 105-103 with 5 minutes to go. The Suns flipping the switch right now. Barrett into the corner to Grady. Cross court, Boucher, catch and shoot, 3, bang in the bottom of the well. Chris never afraid of the spotlight. 108-103 Toronto. Boucher off the bench with 20 for Toronto.
That man knows how to play under pressure. That is one thing he does.
Allen drives in the lane, kicks to Royce O'Neal. His 3 no good. Rebound Barnes. Front court, Grady between the rings, gets it to Quickly. 3 is good, down the bottom of the well. IQ, catch and shoot.
That's what you call
knock it out.
Off-ball movement. Great off-ball movement, and Quickly coming out of that left corner, right, and gets his feet set, pops up right into it. He's extremely comfortable playing off of the ball.
Booker drives and gets it down. Move Grady from left to right and beat him going to his right, Grady's left.
Well, he's moved a lot of people for his 31st point and 8 assists tonight.
Raptors up 111-105, 3:40 to go. Quickly, near side, right wing on Royce O'Neal. Shot clock at 5, he's got to go. Deep 3, bang! Down the bottom of the well for Emmanuel Quickly as he skips away on defense.
Well, we got the skip. You know what time it is, we get the skip.
Booker back, 114-105, Toronto by 9. Into the corner, Royce O'Neal, 3, no good. He's had 2 good looks from there. Here comes Barnes, front court, on the run. Scotty drive, Durant knocks it away. Barnes gets it back. Kick out to Quickly. Drive into the lane, kick to Barrett. 3, good! Down the bottom of the well for R.J. Barrett. Raptors up by 12, 117-105. Allen drive, lay it up and in. Got to look after the basketball now if you're Toronto. Quickly will bring it front court. 2:35 to go, and down the stretch we come. 117-107 Toronto. Quickly to Boucher. Near side. Up top to IQ. Near side. Barrett catch and shoot 3. Got it again. Again in the bottom of the well. RJ knocks it out. 120-107 Toronto. Booker 3 up top, no good. The Raptors rallying with the clock running. 2 minutes to go. Toronto by 13. Top of the lane. Quickly drives. Kick out to Barrett. 1 more. Yes, sir!
Hey! Hey!
3 in a row for R.J. Barrett. That well has no water left.
Hey!
123-107. The man from Mississauga says, "This is my house, and I'm going to show you how I clean it." A 4-point play for Barrett. Knocks down the free throw. RJ has come alive. .140 to go. 124-107 Toronto. O'Neal up top. Gets it to Durant. On the drive into the lane against Grady. Floats it up, no good, but he's fouled. And the Raptors just detonated on the Suns. And right now, the explosion has caused shrapnel all over the place for the Suns. RJ had 13 points on 3 of 12, and then knocked down 3 straight threes, and one of them was good for the bonus. When you get 3, you get the free one. 10 points in a matter of minutes for RJ Barrett. (124-108). Durant, free throw good. Here comes Barrett, front court. On the bounce against Booker. Gets it to Quickly. Back to RJ. Kicks it into the corner to Boucher. Tees up a 3 and knocks it out. Timeout, Mike Budenholzer.
Oh, they're putting on a shooting clinic.
Phoenix gets to their stool, wobbling. Break out the smelling salts, but they might not get up off the stool.
Oh, it's a clinic, Jonesy. It's been a 2-minute clinic.
127-109. The Raptors drop the bomb on the Suns, and they lead by 18 with 1:13 to go. Just reminded me of a prize fight back in the boxing days when a guy lands a big punch and he can see the opponent wobbling. He goes in, arms flailing from every which way, looking for the knockout. And right now the Suns are on the ropes, and the referee's looking him right in the eye, saying, "Are you okay?" A standing 8 for the Suns right now. 1:13 to go. Toronto up 127-109.
And what a night for RJ Barrett, 23 points. Emmanuel Quickly, 23 points. Scotty Barnes, 20. And Chris Boucher off the bench with another 23.
So the crowd of just under 19,000, 18,989 being thoroughly entertained, and Mike Budenholzer will not answer the bell. He's emptied his bench. Washington Jr., Gillespie, Bull, Dunn into the game for Phoenix. As the Suns couldn't hold on to the Raptors. Dunn in the lane. No good. Rebound, A.J. Lawson. Darko emptying the bench. Jared Rhoden into the ball game. Has it up top. We saw Jared in Montreal at training camp. His shot blocked in the lane, and it goes off mobile, out of bounds. It'll be Toronto basketball. Front court, Washington Jr. Pull-up jumper, no good. 13 seconds to go. The Raptors will dribble out the clock. It's an explosive fourth quarter and a huge win for the Raptors. Toronto defeats Phoenix 127-109.
Josie, I'm going to say this. This team right here, the Raptors, they use the jab series better than boxing tonight, right? It's 4 rounds, jab, jab, jab. And that 4th round, they swung big, right? And talk about the last 2-minute stretch of RJ Barrett just completely blacking out from the 3-point line. And then, Chris Boucher came in with his energy, and you can't say enough about the way he played. A number of these guys, Emmanuel Quickly, Scotty Barnes, everybody making plays. But I thought defensively, there was so much attention to detail, so much discipline, execution, great play calling by Coach Darko, especially in the first half. And we've seen a number of these guys get open looks off of some of these play calls, just reads. And, when you were able to run back-to-back, back-to-back possessions, run the same set, because you're going to get something good out of it. And both times, 2-3 times consecutively you do, right? That's good offense, and it's great execution by your guys.
127-109 is the final. The Raptors take down the Suns. We've got Emmanuel quickly with us.
What's good, fellas?
Well, I'm going to ask you that because I could see there was a little bit more juice in it for you tonight. You were really gassed up. We saw the skip a couple times. Why did this one feel so much different?
I'm having a lot of fun. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Great group of guys we got. Phoenix, tough team, obviously, with the Hall of Fame scores they have. So, this was a big one. We lost a tough one the other night in overtime, Miami. We're just trying to stack wins, continue to make improvements, and that's what we're doing.
IQ, once you get skipping, we know it's a good day. It's a good day there. You're feeling good.
We're going to make a T-shirt with that, man.
I might have to do that.
Take us through, your positioning with this team, right? Whether you're playing the point guard, whether you're off the ball, right? There's a lot of things to balance for you. What is it that you focus on? Because you have guys that have talent, but also to find your game and find your rhythm.
I think just making the right play. Sometimes the game calls for you to be ultra aggressive, which I try to be most of the time. But when you're ultra aggressive, sometimes the game calls for you to find open teammates. And my teammates did a great job of making shots. Credit to everybody on the team. Scotty made some big shots. RJ, Keith Townley shots, and CB. Everybody that got in contributed. So, this is a whole team effort.
IQ, you seem to have a great feel of when to be a traditional point guard and get other people involved, and when to say, all right, other guys have got the ball, let me dip and dive and find mine. How do you strike that balance?
Just try to have the killer instinct at all times. In this league, that's what it takes. You gotta look for yours, but also be aware and notice when teams double team you and put you on the ball and make plays for others. I just try to do that.
And lastly, right, we have a third of the season left. For you personally, what are you challenging yourself with this last stretch?
To be really locked in spiritually, try to read my Bible, each and every day, connect with God, and tell others about Him, what He's done for me in my life, and then also on the court, just chopping wood, carrying water every day. Find a way to get better. Don't take any days for granted, and continue to keep working.
Well, there was a lot of water drank today, being swallowed today, and a lot of wood being chopped too. Good win, IQ.
Yes,
Good
sir.
Win. 127-109 is the final. Emmanuel quickly. 23 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists. The Raptors get a big win, and they were right there. They were right there, Javon. Stretch time, and they didn't wilt this time. They did not go away. They made the plays to come out on top.
And like I said to you, Jonesy, this team came out, I don't know if it's a 6 p.m. start or whatever it is, but there was a different type of confidence. There was a different type of conviction for 48 minutes, right? And it didn't matter if they turned the basketball over. It didn't matter whether they made shots or, Phoenix made some big plays. You could see their confidence didn't waver, not the players on the floor, not the players on the bench, and not the coaching staff. And in the end, it resulted in a win.
All right, Jim Taddy, Warren Ward up next with the postgame. 127-109, the Raptors defeat the Suns. For all of us involved in the broadcast, we say thank you for listening on a Sunday night and allowing us to ride along with you. Toronto wins it 127-109. You've been listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network. Good night from the floor of Scotiabank Arena.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Mary,
who's sports schedule for Sunday, February the 23rd. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, 3:30 p.m., Pittsburgh Penguins take on the New York Rangers. Penguins on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 941, Rangers on Internet 938. 6 p.m., Nashville Predators take on the New Jersey Devils. Predators on XM 222, Internet 935, Devils on Internet 936. 6 p.m., St. Louis Blues face the Colorado Avalanche. Blues on XM 221, Internet 944, Avs on Internet 926. 6 p.m., Tampa Bay Lightning face the Seattle Kraken. Lightning on XM 220, Internet 945, Kraken on Internet 943.
Hey basketball fans, Raptors fans, we the North, thank you so much for helping us create this amazing community here for the Raptors and all of the sports on Toronto Sports Insider. Now's the time of the show. Please let us know where you're watching from. Where is We the North gathering from all over the world. How far out is our reach? Let's go. In the chat, city and province in Canada, city and state in the United States. Put your flag emoji out there for your country. Let us know if you're international as well. And cheers for participating in the chat. Now let's get back to the basketball. Let's go, Raptors! Go, Raptors, go! We the North! We the North!
On March 18, 2016, the number 18 was retired by the Colts and will never be worn again by any Colts player. He set many franchise records with Indy, including most passing attempts in a season, most touchdown passes for a rookie, and many, many others. After being with the Colts for 14 seasons, he went to free agency and then signed with Denver for the final 4 seasons of his career. He would go on to win another MVP in 2012, would advance to the Super Bowl that season, but fall short of his second title. Then he would get one more chance in 2016, in which he would win his second Super Bowl title. In his last season in the NFL, what a way to go out. Manning would end his career with a total of 2 Super Bowls and 5 MVPs, and he's pretty good in commercials as well. He went through many coaches and made each one better and made all his teammates better as well, not just the ones he played with, but the ones he played against on the field on any given Sunday. He will go down as one of the best to play the game, and he will definitely go down as one of the best quarterbacks in NFL history. For SiriusXM Sports, I'm Ryan Payton.
Hear it all on demand. Your favorite shows, your favorite games. Don't miss a second of your favorite SiriusXM programming on demand with the SiriusXM app. Download it now for free.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM sports schedule for Sunday, February the 23rd. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In Major League Baseball spring training action, 3:05 p.m., San Francisco Giants face the Cincinnati Reds. Giants on Internet 860.